Listen, we've been starting this show the same way for the last few weeks, and it's fake. We haven't been telling stories.
I told you so much about my life and the days of the week.
And as always,
welcome to Charmed
everybody
Persons.
say bye.
We're completely unhinged. This is why we're not allowed to have a full party, because this is what happens.
Honestly.
Welcome to Charmed Persons. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend so far. We'll get into announcements a little bit later, but for right now, let's get right into this week's episode. We have a full party with a little bit of a recap from last week. So, a little help, our adventuring party, has been making their way south in order to team up with the Palladium Planopticon, a not-so-secret organization that is working to fulfill the prophecy of the calling. This prophecy is in direct correlation with the returning, an unbanishing of evil deities that the Animalia is looking to bring to fruition. Magically transporting to the southern city of Falland, our party ran some errands, they were reunited with their family members, and in our last session, they took part in the Tournament of Choosing to discover Falland's new champion. Not only did a little help kick 3 hill giants' asses, but Alexander Nightshade, aka Cuinn Silverstep, had an amazing halftime show performance with some other members of the party, and Tridreamy Strongjaw overcame Took Took to become the champion of Falland yet again. So, lots of coin was therefore earned, and our party did some brief shopping before reuniting at the Bruised Bull to celebrate the day's events. As you all find yourself at the Bruised Bull, let's go ahead a little bit out of character and talk about what you guys bought with all this coin that you just earned. So as you were making your way to the Bruised Bull, you all shopped and or didn't shop if you didn't want to. So let's just go ahead and get started with Flint. What did you do during this time? Did you go shopping?
Yes. Now that I'm filthy rich for my gambling, I am going to buy a set of half-plate armor if I can find it.
Half-plate armor for sure. Just regular half-plate armor?
Well, I mean, if I can buy some +1 or 2, I would. The regular half-plate is 750 gold.
Yeah, I would say for the +1 plate armor you could find for 1,500.
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy a +1 half-plate armor.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else that you're looking for, Flint?
No, that makes my stealth checks at disadvantage, but who cares?
Where's Flint sneaking off to?
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna just go with the next person that I see, so you guys might not know, but Rosie. What did you buy, or did you buy?
I don't think I bought anything, but
okay.
If I could just be at the Bruised Bull while they all do their thing and then we all meet back up, I would love to take that time to read my book that I got.
Okay. Yes.
Specifically the Ancient Prophecies book.
Okay, so I think what I said narratively is every 2 hours I'll allow you to roll an investigation check, and you can see what you find from that. So, yeah, you know what? For the sake of this, I'll say it takes a couple hours, maybe a little bit less, for everybody to kind of gather all their things and arrive at the Bruised Bull. So we will let you roll an investigation check. We'll just do that at the end when we know everybody's shopping stuff. So, awesome. Maewyn, we talked a little bit earlier today. Has anything else changed?
No, that's literally all that I can do. So I, with Quinn's help, am gonna spend 2,000 gold on a hat of disguise. So that we can.
If we buy in bulk, if I'm buying all my stuff and May's stuff.
If you're buying, so yeah, because you bought magic items as well, so that would be at the same location. I kind of so I will say
I have a couple more things than what
okay, so yeah, go ahead and throw in the couple, because right now I think your total is 800, Eric, right?
Yeah, I added just some healing potions, a burglar's pack, thieves' tools, And if I can find a wand of conducting, I saw that out there as 25 gold.
Wand of conducting. Oh,
All it
think I know
does is you have
those.
3 charges and it makes orchestral music for as long as you.
Amazing.
Well,
That's
Okay,
amazing.
Fucking nerd.
okay, so the health potions. What did you get specifically?
Just 2 regular healing potions. All of it
The
together
250
with
gold?
1,016 with the wand of conducting.
For 2
At
healing
full
potions.
price. At full price.
2 healing potions is 2 regular
100
healing
gold.
potions is 50 for me. So that's 100.
50. I mean 100 total.
Oh yeah, 100 total. And then what else on top of that?
A burglar's pack for 16, thieves tools for 25, and then wand of conducting was 25 was the price that I saw.
Okay, so we'll just make that an even. So that's 150. So we'll just say that's 150, and that's on all of that, and then that's on
Yeah.
top of the 800. So that's 950.
Yeah.
And then she's getting the $2,000 hat of disguise. So that's 2,950. We can do it all for 2,700.
Beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just Cuinn, I'll give you I have 1,600, so I'll just give you everything that I have, and
So
I'll ask you for money when I need money.
That'd
So
be an
you're
extra,
losing. So you're losing.
1,100?
Yeah, you're losing 1,100. Yeah.
Hmm.
So and you're down to 0, Maewyn. Maewyn, the hat of disguise that you get.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this at you.
Yes. Okay.
Part of the you're spending a lot of money at this. Part of the magic of it is that you get to decide what the hat looks like. So what does the hat look like normally?
It's like essentially just like a beanie.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a dark green beanie, and I want it to be like small, like kind of flexible like that, so that I can tuck it easily somewhere, because I can't cover up my space funds.
Okay.
So I need to be able to like grab it real quick and put it on.
All right, perfect. That is definitely what it is. That's great, Eric. Is that all? Is there anything else for you that you wanted to get?
Nope, that's it.
All right, you Pintwee. Did you do any shopping at this time? Muted. Hey, it's not a session unless I got to say it once, right?
You bought the things that we talked about last session. So the plate, the +1 plate armor, and the shield. That was +1.
And I already gave you the total for that, right?
Yeah, it was quoted at 1,200, which was like all.
And that's what he offered Rosie, though, right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he offered Rosie. I would say make it just an even 1,000 for your performance at the stadium. He was really into that.
Perfect.
And knowing Chad and everything, and Chad being, and like, we can even narratively say that, like, either you brought up or Chad brought up the fact that Chad is like not shy about the fact that Steele did this work. So that also helps. So yeah, just an even 1,000 gold for that.
And I
Perfect.
gave you, or if I haven't already, I took it out of mine, but I gave you 200 to purchase that, so you can
Okay.
a little allowance,
Thanks, Mom.
a 200
right.
gold allowance.
Yeah, please, can my mom give me a 200 gold allowance?
I'll call her.
I mean, is she watching right now?
Ma, give him an
Zach's
allowance.
Are you?
Come on.
Zach's mom, come on. Okay. All right, perfect. Well, thank you. Is there anything else for you?
Nope.
All right, Morton. Muted.
Oh,
I have a
fuck.
question.
fuck.
You
One
said I have a
question.
question though. Okay, quick question.
There was a lot of speculation about this not magic item, this armored item. How much
Okay.
would
I'll look it up
you
too.
price at studded leather armor? There's some people that were like 3,500 and some that were like 500.
I'm assuming you're saying a +1.
Yes, a +1 studded leather armor.
+1 studded leather armor. Matt, yours was 1,500, right?
Yes.
And that is a base level of.
Half plate is base level is 15 plus dex.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then the studded level is base level 12. So I would say studded leather +1, 800 gold.
Okay, then I'm definitely gonna get that.
Okay.
Because your boy's squishy.
He is a little squish.
I'm gonna remove 800 for now. And then also I wanted to see how much a +1 dagger is.
+1 dagger?
Why the 18?
Why
I didn't even notice that I did do the A2. I have no idea. I'm looking at a recent conversation that I had to help me with this. Yeah. Okay.
Again.
So I would say +1 dagger, 400.
Yeah, I'll do that because I like Morton throwing that shit. Then narratively, I'd love if once Morton procured the armor, he would approach you and be like, "Hey, your armor's too cool. I'm not going to get rid of it. Can you meld this shit together in some way and make it look really cool?" Because he really liked the beetle armor. It was very unique and cool.
Yeah, I would. That's a great question, and I would say if Yu's up to it, we can definitely come up with what this might be here.
I can definitely try. I mean, I'm sure I can at least make it cosmetically fit together. I don't know if I can.
Oh, I'm sure. It was so comfortable because it was fitted to me, and this is great. This is going to give me more protection. This new one, at least from non-magical things. But it was so nice and flexible, and I felt like no poison could get through.
Yeah. Because it gave you resistance to poison damage, correct?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
I would also, in that time, have sold a dagger for 2 gold to get rid of my one of my daggers.
5. You can sell that for 5. You're pretty charismatic.
Great. And I will also say that once that would be very simple, that I would have gotten that out of the way. I would also have read my Alchemy 101 book that I got in 2 sessions ago.
Okay, cool. So we will just count that. That's going to be a little bit longer of a process, but we will count that as once we'll say that you get, with a little bit of shopping, we'll say you get an hour into that.
Great.
Once for the alchemy, once you get to, I'll also try to keep track of it, but once you get to 10, let me know, and then we'll do something.
10 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down. 1 hour of 10.
It won't take you as long to get to 10 as you
hours
think.
later.
But after all of that, and after going I would love to have these 2 melted together in some way, shape, or form.
For sure.
Would have immediately started reading and waited for everybody to be done with their shopping.
I would say if you is down for it, I definitely have an idea of what that would be. But as far as timing, they probably wouldn't be able to even start to attempt it until you guys were on the rollabout and on the way to Sidira.
Yep.
But yeah, we can definitely come up with a mechanic for that. All right, and then last but not least, the champion of Fallen himself, Chadrimi Strongjaw. Did you go shopping?
Just a little bit. I think he's liking his new flair of his scimitar and dagger combo.
Okay.
So he's going to not sell, but give his old scimitar to Steel to put on display as the scimitar of kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just to as a thank you again for making his armor and stuff.
Amazing.
And,
he's super into that. Yeah.
And then just sell the dagger. It's just a regular old dagger, so he.
Well, not just a regular old dagger.
Fair.
He actually says that he asks you about your connection to Wolf from the Home Away from Home. And he says that he appreciates Wolf. Wolf's a good guy. So what he's going to do is he's going to have some kind of contest where the winner is going to get Chadrimi Strongjaw's dagger. And if you're cool with it, he'll send the proceeds to Wolf's Home Away from Home.
Love that.
Cool.
Cool. And then also probably from Steel, I would assume he would have that. I want to get just a wooden practice dagger to give to Laura to also fix her cosplay to be more Chadrimi like.
No cost there, yeah.
Perfect.
Don't buy presents for kids; they die immediately. I tried.
I honestly was worried. I was like, oh no, if I get her this wooden dagger, is she gonna die?
Zach has a list, just like, all right,
do
got
have
it.
issues.
This is trouble for my next character of Santa Claus.
But yeah, that's it.
Many dead children.
Can I possibly retcon a much better idea I just had for my hat of disguise?
You can make it look like whatever.
That's true. That's true. Never mind.
What does it look like?
I just want to. It would be like a little bit more of a headband, maybe, than a hat, but like almost like a crown of flowers made out of like fabric flowers.
Yeah, for sure. Super cool. But a headband?
But yeah, it's
So like one that I would
Headband
find
disguise.
in our
It's like-
bathroom in real life that you would wear.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like a late
Yeah, one of
90s
those.
American girl.
like
Vampire.
it has little prongs on it, and you push it back, and it has a little knot right here. But
Yeah.
the knot is a flower.
The prongs.
Since it's not a full hat, do we get like a discount if it's not like a full? If it's just a headband?
I specifically said because of the price that she could decide how it looked.
All
Okay.
right, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
One more thing. I assume that.
No, you were first and you said you were done.
Oh.
All right, so moving on.
Ho ho ho! My new character.
Hello, wow.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead, buddy.
I assume that steel made my half-plate armor.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, this. Is there like any like steel like insignia on it? Like, is it branded to steel?
Right on the nipples.
All right, so we might have to roleplay this. Hold on. Okay, so you walk into Metal Maniac. Oh, hey, Flint Boulder Bender. Good to see you.
Steel rock binder.
Yeah, that's me.
Good to see you.
Yeah. You did well, I gotta admit. Well done in the tournament tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure if you would have been in there, you would have done well as well.
Well, I appreciate that. I would have.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a statues of me outside if you've seen that. So
Yeah, I noticed that the I don't mean to be nitpicky, but the rock that was made to create the statue was less than, average. But, I mean,
he kind of leans in.
I'm sure that kind of bugs you as a dwarf, right?
To be honest, man, it drives me fucking nuts. All right,
Yeah, I saw
they
that.
used a soft ass marble that's not going to withstand the test of time.
Everyone
it's
uses
not going to be there
soft ass
long.
marbles. It's like, yeah, it's easier
That's
to carve, but it
ridiculous.
doesn't look as good when you're done. It's like, come on, people.
Exactly. Yeah, put in the work. Okay,
Yeah.
make these statues need to be iron or metal or something. They need
Making a statue of stone is not something you could just do overnight. It's an art form,
Exactly, yeah. And you know what? I appreciate you saying that. Listen, I know I was a little standoffish to you when you first came here, but honestly, what it really is ever since leaving the Gora Hold, well, a lot of the people from there, they give me a hard time, and they judge me for being here where I am, and I mean, listen, let's not beat around the bush. So did you. Came in here talking about me being in the plains and stuff like that. And I get it, man. But you know what? Just because I'm a dwarf doesn't mean I want to be in the mountains, I get claustrophobic, man. You know how hard it is being a dwarf to get claustrophobic?
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that's why you left.
Yeah.
If anything, my need to be in tight spaces has only grown since I've left.
Yeah.
And
It's something leaving a place like Gora Hold and then finding out how big the world really is.
Yeah, it is. Listen, I like you a little bit better now that we've had this talk. I'm just gonna be real with you, because before I was like,
yeah, same. Actually, as a matter of fact, I told Chad to really rub it in your face how good my armor looked.
oh, yeah, Chad did pointedly say, "Hey, Flint, did you see this armor?" And I thought, yeah, it looks fine. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, I mean that's not even a fair comparison. Like, you're not a smith, that's what I do.
And I would never that whole thing about that statue is like, I'm not out there making statues, you know.
No, I know, but
I just
you know who's doing the hard day's work? The one that's more honorable, the one that without society would collapse. That's you. That's you, Boulderbender.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Totally, you're 100% right. Wow. I've never looked at it like that, but can I shake your hand just for a second? Quick second.
Yeah, of course. He shakes your hand. It's a nice firm handshake.
I go in 2 hands.
Yeah. Oh, he grabs another hand.
All right. Thank you. I just needed this little pep talk, this little preamble to talk to you, so I feel better about buying one of your wares. I'll take a half plate plus 1, please.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so with that conversation going well, because that was kind of what I was looking for there. Yeah, half plate plus 1 for the 1500. I would say his insignia, I would say nothing more than just like what any armorer would put, and it's on the inside, like it's on the back of the plate on the inside. So it's really just a trademark and not anything.
Instructions.
Yeah. It says 50% metal, 50% badass.
Yeah. What does permanent press mean? Never understood that.
It just means this is permanently pressed to look good.
Good. That's good. Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to wear this in battle. If it does well for me, then I will sing your praises. If I get killed with it or badly injured.
I'll let you know right now, you definitely won't get killed by the armor. That's not something that's going to happen.
I noticed that the joints are a little squeaky. I'm not going to be sneaking up on people, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know
what? Well,
see ya.
And 2 awkward dwarves leave each other. Okay, so Rosie, as you've been sitting here inside of the Bruised Bull, well, first of all, you immediately kind of find out that the Bruised Bull is not necessarily the best place for reading. You still get your reading done, but it is it's a pretty rambunctious place. The Bruised Bull is a very lively tavern here in Fall End. There's people drinking and dancing and having a good time. And you see behind the bar a large Minotaur woman. She is laughing and drinking and talking with everybody. Everyone seems to know her. People keep referring to her as Sandy. And you know that she is the owner of this tavern, the Bruised Bull. And you find yourself over to a nice little table by your lonesome. And go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. Only an 11, which
11.
narratively tracks.
Which narratively does track. Okay, so specifically reading the Prophecies book, you find out more about the returning, more about the calling. Specifically, you do find out a little bit more about the centering, which is the third prophecy that was mentioned. You first of all, you find out that you was correct in their assumption that the centering is the returning of the neutral deities. But you also know that the centering is the end to this turmoil. If the centering occurs, it's like the prophecy. So the returning. So this is kind of how it's laid out in the book. You know some of this already, but with this 11, you kind of organize your thoughts about it a little bit easier. So the returning is the unbanishing of the evil deities. We know this. This was then counteracted by the calling, which is the returning of the good deities. Not only are these two prophecies related, the calling is a specific response to the returning. It is not something that was like, because they are prophecies and they're called prophecies, but it seems like a better analogy for them would be plans, is the way you're kind of reading it, but you're not really sure who's behind the like planning of it.
Okay.
But there's the returning, and then there's the calling, but then there's like excerpts in the book or like that talk about how it like came to the attention of followers of these deities that the calling and the returning would only lead to just more eternal war, but on a grander scale, so that
it would just be a constant, like,
it would not only would it be constant, but you know, the way the world is right now, apparently Dune and Blight are constantly at war currently. And yet mainly the overall universe and world or whatever would be affected by gods on a grand scale seems pretty fine. It's talking about how if the calling and the returning are to happen without the centering, that like not only would there still be an internal war between the gods, but on a scale that would affect the humanoids of Tayaroth, like large scale disasters and destruction and stuff like that. So the centering was something that was created to basically be the end of the war. And with an 11, that's kind of what you discover. But another thing that you discover is that there's another mention of these Temple of the Gods. You are not going, so because you know that one is north of Siltir, right? But you are not. You realize that that is not a Temple of the Gods. That is the Temple of the Gods. Ooh. It is the only temple in all of Tayaroth that specifically has dedicated shrines to every known deity. And it was a place that was built as a meeting point for higher ups in the patron or in the pantheons of the various deities to meet and discuss. And it was kind of like this was in the like time before times, this was the ruling party. And this is where decisions would be made that would affect the societies of Tayaroth that existed back then. But this is like old shit. This is like before history was written, kind of, or at least the stuff that you mainly have kind of stuff. Okay. So yeah, I know that was a lot to give you, but
so then this is partially for me asking and partially
of course it's a little confusing.
You said that it's less like prophecies and more kind of laid out as like plans.
Yes.
But there's no real clear like perpetuator of the plans, or like no one who's really enacting.
It seems like the writer of this book was interpreting the plans or referring to them as plans.
Would it be safe to assume, maybe, and if this is a no, this is just where my brain is going, that Dune may be the perpetrator of the like returning, and then which one was the negative one?
The calling.
The calling.
The calling is the good. So are you asking if Blight would be the instigator of the returning? Dune
of the returning.
Of the calling?
Blight. Yeah, and then Dune would be the calling, and then we don't know who would be the perpetrator or the instigator.
Okay, so you are kind of getting onto what this is here. So because of that, and because you're kind of like putting two and two together, so
damn, I'm smart.
So the returning was a prophecy that was given to the followers of Blight and the people who still existed as like worshippers of Blight to spread and speak of. It wasn't something that he has the power to do or power to give. It was almost like he's the one that came up with the idea of it and told his followers like what to do and how to bring that into come to pass. And then very much like you guessed, Dune responded to that. Here's the kicker. The centering was not something that, like Blight came up with the returning and told them what to do for the returning. Dune came up with the calling and told people what to do for the calling. The centering was you don't necessarily know like what this group of people is or like who the they is that this person is referring to. But the centering was a prophecy that was created by humanoids, by mortals, by people on Tayaroth, which one kind of answers the question as to why there is so much less information about this prophecy, because there is not some deity that has laid out plans.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like kind of as everybody's coming in, you're starting to get into the part that's like, so if that's the case, what did these people come up with? Like, what was their plan? Basically, kind of a thing. Like, that's what you start getting into.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
As soon as I see people coming in, I'll like shut the book immediately and be like, "Oh, hello. It's fun here."
Conveniently, everyone shows up at the exact same time.
Yeah. And that's the centering.
That's the centering. So you all walk into this establishment that I described, this boisterous bar with music playing. Yes, there is a band, Cuinn. I say band, it's more of a trio of people who are, a little bluegrass trio. A little bluegrass trio, yeah. And immediately as Chad, you walk in, you hear the familiar voice of Sandy from behind the bar. Chad Strongjaw, good to see you, buddy. She like palms the bar and jumps over the bar, landing on the other side, like swinging her legs. The area around her kind of shakes for a second, and then she just kind of jogs over and like picks you up without even asking. Kind of like she's 7.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Like 500 pounds. So she like lifts you up and just like squeezes you and throws you around. Hey, how you doing, little guy?
Doing great, Sandy. How you been?
I'm doing really good. I heard you were in town. I went to the show. That was amazing. Hey, everybody, just Dreamy Strongjaw. The bar kind of like, yeah. Sandy kind of looks around and she says, all right, free round of drinks for everybody, okay? Come on, yeah. And she looks down at you and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Seriously, you kicked a lot of ass, okay? Tuk is a dick. And she kind of like jumps back behind the other side of the bar. What can I do for you, bud?
I mean, definitely round of drinks for everybody that's here. So, and I'll kind of count them up. And
she looks at like everybody who's entering. Oh my! Hey, a little help, you guys.
Yeah.
Weird name, but you killed it. That was amazing. That was really cool. Well, but I just say, it's just that was rude of me. I really. You know what, you guys? Hey, you drink for free tonight, so that's good, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Sandy.
Drinks are on me, everybody.
And I'll just be like, and I want my usual, which is like an Arnold Palmer almost, of just like the only place I get it is from Sandy. She just mixes like a couple juices together, and it's perfect.
Yeah. She surprisingly a very good mixologist. Sandy is.
Oh yes.
And of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And she comes over and you guys a table is cleared and made room for Chadrimi Strongjaw and his party. Obviously it's kind of weird. Chad is a pretty humble guy. Hasn't really has had moments of like suspicion with people and everything, but has mainly just kind of like been a pretty loyal member to this party. And it's strange for all of you, especially Chad, to kind of Chad's a little bit of a celebrity here at Fall End, and it's it's just a dichotomy change, or not dichotomy. What's the word I'm looking for? Dynamic change. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, a table is gathered, drinks are brought to you, whatever you prefer. Lara and your mother's
Lena.
name?
Lena.
Laura and Lena are with you as well.
Best friend.
I think that Wolf is with you.
Wolf came, but he sent the Tommy.
And he sent Tommy home. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Wolf is with you. And then, and Vox is with you as well. So the tavern is open, and you are all celebrating the day's events.
Can someone
No.
pour some ale down my mouth hole? I can barely lift my arm in this armor.
I'll do it. That sounds
Thank
like
you.
a job for me.
Thank you. Just-
All right.
Why did you get such
And
a
I
heavy
crawl
armor?
up on a chair directly over his mouth and just okay, you're good.
This is a little much. All right.
Yeah.
My arms are just.
How was
standing
it?
up. Great. Thank you, Rosie.
Why did you get armor that was much too heavy for you?
Well, try to stab me with your puny dagger now.
I take out my +1 dagger and try to stab his forearm.
You tried to stab him?
Like poke through it, not like through the arm.
Is this gonna be another shooting a gun in the tavern?
Well, half-plate armor. He doesn't have half-plate armor. He doesn't have anything on his arms.
Great, I cut his hand off, and
What the hell, man?
I grab it and I just get, well, it's thick, but I shake it a little bit, just you got to be able to lift your arms, right? I mean, I need my arms. What about all of you?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing is, I don't know why he can't lift his arms. It's a half-plate armor. There's nothing in his arms.
It's mostly, the.
I'm just down to help.
It's sometimes the shoulders,
He could have
new armor
pauldrons.
takes some
You could have pauldrons.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
I
takes
got-
some getting used to. I understand,
Pauldrons.
Flint. No worries.
I don't know. I just
More
feel like I
shoulder
always-
rests.
Exactly. It's all
I need to be
connected.
able to
If your
move.
shoulders are weighed down, your traps and lats and biceps and
Wait, do I need to hit the gym?
muscles.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, try to
I'm
lift
happy
me.
to
May as well.
My
Try to
workouts
lift
with
me,
you in the
Flint.
morning.
How often are you actually walking with us on our journeys? You're usually in the lab smoking.
So, I try to lift Rosie above my head.
Yeah, easily. She weighs 15
These
pounds.
drinks are delicious. Whee!
Oh wow.
Told you, Quinn, you said that I needed to go to the gym way too quickly, like you've been pondering that, so I think I'm okay.
All right. That's fine.
Lifted Rosie, no problem. So I think good.
Whee!
Well, now try to lift me.
No problem.
All right. I lay down to.
I
Lay
cast-
down.
Roll an athletics check.
Just
Can I cast
deadlifts
guidance
Morton.
on Flint?
Of
That
course
is
you
a
can.
feather. Stiff as a
Guidance
board.
on Flint. You get an extra D4 to this check.
Okay, that's a 14 with guidance.
A
Pretty
14?
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 14. I mean, you start to lift Morton up, and there's a moment of either he's gonna fall flat on his face, or he's gonna lift him up. And for a second, it's looking like the former. But then you get Morton.
Hey.
Ah, yeah.
I look around
work
while
out.
being lifted in the air, and I go, "Did anyone cast anything when that happened?"
No,
No.
I didn't say
absolutely
anything.
not.
No, of course not.
Who said that?
Vox.
Inside check.
Yeah, roll an insight
He
check.
cast fly on you.
It's definitely
I
verbal
definitely
and
at a -1.
somatic.
This is a real good roll. It's a 1.
Yeah, he.
Nice.
Hard to read, this guy.
Nice job, buddy. Nice job. You can put me down. You don't have to keep holding me up
I'm
here.
just twirling you around. I'm the strongest member of the party now.
I'm seriously. I'm going to be. I'm upset now. Put me
Yeah,
down.
let's let him not make him throw up.
Okay, I'll put.
Chad, why didn't you tell us that you were like a big shot, famous person in this town? That's the first thing that I would lead with.
Well, because you and I are very different people to start with.
That's true.
I don't take that as an insult. Person who laughed at the next table over. Jeez.
Hey, mind your own business, buddy.
Is that
Yeah,
the
excuse me,
conversation?
we're having a conversation.
I overheard. I'm sorry, all right?
I'll pick you up, buddy.
Yeah, oh, you're gonna think you can pick me up?
Yeah, I can't pick you. What's your name, by the
All
way?
right. You know what? My name is Ooh-wee.
Somebody get this guy a drink.
Okay. Okay.
Are you sure? He might have had enough.
Sure.
Can I get
yeah.
back to my business now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, please.
sorry
Get out of here,
to-
get out of here.
Yeah.
But real quick, what's your name again?
Ooh-wee.
So it's Goofy. His name is Goofy.
Should we ask this guy if he wants to be part of our party?
I think we have enough people. There's not enough room at the table.
Okay,
No.
Well, yeah, we barely fit at
him.
this table when
No
we
more
have any
seats.
Be a
other.
little help anymore. It'd be a lot of help.
Yeah,
We're at
We're
two
already
half
a lot
inch
of
per seat
help.
right now.
they are. Yeah.
Hey guys, check this out, and I'm gonna use my hat of disguise to turn into Cuinn.
Yeah, better show off what you bought.
Oh,
no.
I'll turn into May.
This is
Whoa!
Yay!
this is
Because
terrible
of,
news.
because of Navarra's rapier, I lean over to Chad, because I'm obviously sitting next to Chad. I'm like, now why would she get a hat of disguise to look like her? That doesn't make sense. It's sketchy, right? That's really sketchy.
Are you saying something over there, Morton?
No!
Deception check.
Yeah, just
Nope.
Fight.
That's a 13.
What's your passive insight?
An 11.
Yeah. He must have. If he was saying anything, it wasn't anything important.
Never is.
True.
Is
Shots
that
fired.
because
Never had
really?
parties hate each other
Morton
more
pulled-
than my parties. I don't know what I do.
Morton pulls off his mask and looks at Evan, looks at Eric in the face and goes, "What the fuck, man?"
Is everyone excited
listen.
for this trip?
Yeah, listen,
Oh,
loves. Thank you. No, Rosie, it's
yeah.
a wonderful time to segue. I was going to have to do the same myself. We have a couple hours before we're supposed to be meeting Richie before we're supposed to leave.
Only time to get fucked up.
Yeah, that's what that
Oh,
basically was going to
okay,
be my
yeah,
question. Is there anything else that you need to do before we head out, or are we just going to get shit faced?
Well, I mean, do we have any information that we need, particularly from you, that you might have that we haven't asked about yet?
Well, that's the thing, love. I don't know if you need the information if you ask about unless you ask about it.
Well, I
That is-
know
That's on me. That's on me.
there's a couple questions I have,
For me?
which I could, for you,
Yeah, of
which
course.
is about the
Me?
larger.
Oh, for you.
No,
you.
for me.
Wait, you have questions
Questions-
for
You're
you.
gonna
Questions
ask
for-
yourself a question?
So no, I
questions for
have
young
a question
Queenswee.
for you, the person I'm looking at, which is you, Fox.
Okay. Yes.
You.
Can't
Right.
quite tell if you want to do.
I mean,
If
me
you
and you
look at
are
it
like
from
learning about
different
smoothie on the
angles.
side, but like that's not pertinent to like right now, you know.
So is
Yeah,
it?
I'm
I
a
mean, if
little
it would
busy
be,
right now. I'm sorry.
if
That's
it would
fair. I
be,
know. Yeah.
If it would be relevant for the group, love, then yeah, we can talk right here. And is it a private conversation?
No, I mean, it's relevant of like what I said. We kind of hinted at. I just feel like before we leave this place, you guys should know a little bit more about.
I feel like that's not my information to share, love. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, my mom also kind of already spilled a little bit of it, which is fine, Mom. It's all good. You did fine. About I'm from here. My dad
she's
is
just
also.
she's like just nodding and drinking.
That's fair. That I am from here, which yes. First, I'm sorry if I vaguely lied by saying I was from near here.
I can't
But
believe
in
it.
my defense, as I look at Cuinn, I was lying to protect others and not myself. So
Yeah, so did we.
And my sister. Yeah, come on. There's no difference in what you did and what we did, but we'll move on.
No difference.
No judgment.
Except that you waited a lot longer to tell everyone.
And
but
shamed us
continue.
for lying, even though you were lying.
Oh,
well,
But
because you had
continue.
kind of
To visit
information
the
that
temple and
endangered everyone. What
ask for
about my
forgiveness?
family would
This
endanger
really
us?
is a family. Yeah.
I'm still Cuinn, by the way.
Anyway,
I'm still mad.
anyway, point is, some things have happened that I would also like help with from you guys once we kind of add this to the checklist, because my
Right.
dad is missing now.
yeah.
He
And-
was
Yeah, Vox, I don't know how much more you know than what you may or may not have told my
well,
mom
I-
versus everything, but
I don't know if
please.
the rest of your party knows yet, but I'm assuming if you found the dagger to Dreamy, it seems that he was taken by Tarathian soldiers. So that's That's what I know, and I've been doing some digging. And as a matter of fact, some of my contacts in Sildira were privy to the squadron of Taratian soldiers coming through recently.
In Sildira?
Correct. Information on which I was going to gather more of upon arriving, but apparently they returned.
To here or to Sildira?
Sildira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how long they'll stay there?
That
I mean,
we're
we
not
can-
sure of.
Probably guess there, or at least be prepared that they're there when we get there, which means, as this party knows, which, Vox, this is new information for you, which is very much need to know information. And I'll like lean in and also kind of look at Wolf and be like, he's cool.
Wolf, also much like Lena, is just like clearly doesn't have a lot of social time and is just like drinking and laughing and just like having a good
Great.
time.
We'll say they're just chit-chatting on the side.
Exactly. Yeah.
Drinking
And I'll
and laughing.
And I'll pull out the medallion. Just spilling out all over themselves.
Stuck in a loop.
I'll pull out the medallion that has the old name of my brain on it and say, my mom kept this. Rosie, you might recognize it.
Oh,
Yeah, kind of confirms everything that we thought about my birth parents.
Whoa.
And
Are you from the Kingdom of Tayaroth?
oh,
From.
Oh.
in a way,
Oh.
yes.
Oh.
he is
Um,
the kingdom.
Listen,
of
if you have
Tira.
any idea of what?
Yeah, so,
What?
and I get like really quiet and be like, I might be heir to the throne and my birth dad might be the king.
Be cool about it, Vox.
So yeah, again,
Don't
It's
freak
a
out,
lot.
man.
it's
Y'all-
cool.
I'm rubbing his back.
Actually, it makes perfect sense, love.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Very
wow, you took
reasoned
this a
response.
lot way better than I did.
Listen, you're clearly a temporal knight, correct? You're clearly someone who is destined. I mean, look at what has happened to you in the past month of your life. I mean, that doesn't happen to carpenters, love.
That's
Well,
did we
Well-
mention to him temporal
Well,
knight at all
I mean,
before
I'm
that
a
moment?
minor, and it happened to me.
Yeah, but no, you're not. You're a primordial mage.
I guess I am. Pretty
I
important.
feel like
stuff.
labels are a lot. I mean, like
Does
we
he just
became
know this, or
those
did we
things.
talk about this with him before?
I'm pretty sure you talked about it to him before.
I'm like 90% sure we had this exact conversation.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure he
Insight
wasn't just
check.
like, woo.
Because I think that didn't
Quiz.
someone say that they just unloaded on Vox? And
Yeah,
told
we
him
just
everything?
told him everything.
Oh, I guess
We
that's
unloaded
true. So
on
he-
Wolf.
yeah.
I knew that.
Well, Vox was with you when that happened.
Well,
I
then
That's
unloaded
true,
on
yeah.
Quiz.
Yeah, we've unloaded on many NPCs.
Anyway.
everybody's getting one.
So, and I turned to first Cuinn being Maewyn, and then remember and turn to Maewyn being Cuinn and say, Maewyn, I
Yeah.
think you can do, or maybe
Stop it.
Rosie or someone with some magic stuff,
I'm drunk.
knowing if they can track us through this medallion. That was an idea. Either way, we'll probably get rid of it, but if we can know for sure that that's how they found my parents, maybe.
I don't think that I actually can do anything.
Well, I
Rosie?
actually know of a way. If it's just the small item, you could buy a lead-lined box.
Oh,
I don't I want to maybe not, I don't know if it could be useful later, so I don't want to just like throw it
Yeah.
anywhere for someone else to find and all of that,
I can
but
detect if it's magic. That's all I can do.
that would be
Okay.
helpful if it's just
Yeah.
a medallion.
Yeah, I'll ritually cast detect magic with I'll open my book. Everyone step back.
for what?
I've never done this
invisible book.
before. This will take 10 minutes.
Great.
Oh,
And I will cast detect magic.
Are we allowed to talk in these 10 minutes?
Not to me. Who's on Mars?
This medallion is magical. And you notice abjuration magic coming from it.
Great, can you spread that information out over 10 minutes?
This book is magical.
Look. I can tell you what how it's magical. Now that we know that it is magical.
That'd be great. Also,
Not gonna, not gonna waste 10 minutes. I'll cast Identify.
This medallion is a it's a very simple charm on this medallion, but effective. It simply gives the user who is attuned to it +1 armor.
Whoa.
That's like a medallion of protection.
Yeah, it seems fine to me. I would just
Kind
wear it.
Yeah, it doesn't add it to the saving throws, but it adds it to the AC.
Yeah, you're free to do this. No one's gonna be spying on you.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying if they can find the object, they can find you.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's, but I mean, I don't know.
If he wants us to keep them from finding the object, we can keep it in a lead-lined box. But
if it's in a bag of holding, does that take it to some sort of like
it takes it
pocket
to a
dimension? But they can still tell it's on like.
That's a very good question.
It is.
Well, let me see. It depends on the spell, I think.
Oh darn!
I'm pretty
it has
sure
the spell circumnavigates pocket dimension on it.
I don't know.
Well, hold on. Just let me look at this. It depends on if it says. On the same plane of existence. So actually,
oh my god,
because what I'm looking at is scrying, which is mainly what people would use, and it does have to be on the same plane of existence.
This is extra dimensional space.
But scrying also, they could also, if they wanted to scry, they could also just scry on Chad. But as far as that's scrying. So if they have the ability to scry, but that's a 5th level spell, they can find Chad. But if it's just like a locate object, that is, well, first of all, they have to be within 1,000 feet of you. And yeah, go ahead.
Well, so the if it is a pocket dimension, even if they were trying to locate object, they would locate an object within a pocket dimension, not within our dimension, and they can't go into that dimension, right? So technically, in theory, they wouldn't see us because we are not in that dimension, or they wouldn't locate us because we are not in that dimension. They would see the item in another dimension.
That sucks because I put my name in a piece of paper.
Can't we just take a woodline box and put it in the?
Yeah, I would assume that. I would assume that locate object does not allow you to find it if it is in a bag of holding. Bag of holding, lead line box, both do the same thing, basically.
Cool.
That's nice to know because no one can find my timpani now either.
Nope.
It's true.
I mean, you're right. When you're right.
If
I'm sorry.
That's assuming that this is the object that they are using to try to locate me versus just coming to Fallen and asking around and knowing who my parents
you also
are.
wouldn't get the +1,
I mean,
well, and you also know that what you do remember from what your mom says is that no one, and from what Vox kind of corroborates this, is no one broke into your house. They magically teleported into your home and then magically teleported out of your home. Yeah, could that have been a simple 30 feet? Yes. Could that have been from different planes of existence? Yes. I mean, you don't really know, but
I feel like it's not because of this medallion, is like if they can find me, they can find me.
Assume. Yeah.
We can all just be on alert.
If this is true, love, you have the king's blood. They're going to be able to find you anywhere.
Shh! Oh my gosh.
There's that.
Everyone is too drunk. Well, it's fine.
Goofy left. We're all right.
I mean, it's true. It said like a free round of drinks. They already down that and more, so I'm sure it's litty around us. But okay, well.
Yes, it's quite litty.
I concur.
Yes, the technical term. Okay, well then I'll take the time to attune to it and.
Okay, yeah, it is something you need to attune to. Yeah, so, I don't know if there's an object that just gives you +1 to your AC, but you can also I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can figure it out. So you're attuned to. Is it just that the? Isn't there something else? Maybe.
Did I have to attune to the dragon tooth dagger or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Because I think I mainly just have weapons that are magical.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're good.
Cool.
Well, I might get a little bit of rest before this trip, but you all have fun.
Well, Rosie, didn't you have a drink the other night?
No.
I'm pretty sure you had a drink.
I did.
It's all right. It's not the end of the world. You know that, right?
The night is young, Rosie.
Yeah, but if y'all are gonna be doing hooligan stuff, somebody's got to have a clear head.
No, I just want to do hooligan stuff in the bedroom right now.
What?
Oh my gosh. You gotta check your libido, Morton. We got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it, and this distraction is not helping.
What do you mean a distraction? It's part of being alive.
Yes, I know, but my lord.
If that's your persuasion, that's your persuasion. If it's not, it's not. But it is fine.
Let's all agree absence only until we save the world.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, thank God.
It feels extreme.
Right, well, you all do what you want to do. I might just doze off in this corner here then.
No, Mom, let's go to bed.
I just need
actually
rest. I'm old.
And you can definitely go rest for a couple hours afterwards, but I would love to have a conversation with you outside if possible.
Make a friend, honey. I love it.
Mom.
I mean, you have friends. We're all your friends.
I think that did.
Yeah.
But Vox? That was Vox, right? That was...
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Vox is... I mean, look at them. Have you ever seen a more beautiful thing?
Hi.
Mom, you're embarrassing me. Go to bed.
Oh.
Love you.
Okay, good night. Good night. And I go to everybody at the table and give them a little kiss on the cheek or the head or wherever.
Where are you going to go lay down?
Yes, please.
Here you go. And I'll pour a little ale into Flint's
I was
mouth.
looking forward to a dance, Rosie.
Where are you going to go to sleep?
Well, isn't this a tavern? Is there not rooms here?
This is a tavern. There are some rooms, but I mean, you've not gotten any. You're leaving in 2 hours, so.
I was just gonna go up to Sandy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? You're friends with Chad, right?
I am. He's a doll. Look at that face.
yeah, he is. That's just.
They're all dolls.
It's just funny coming from you. You're the size of a doll.
Well, yeah. Comparatively, I'm kind of tall for my height.
I'm so much bigger than you. That's hard to see.
You are. Can you pick me up? Flint could pick me up.
What do you need, hon?
Oh,
He's deflecting.
That's so funny because in my head, Rosie was like, "Oh, all right, deflecting, all right." Yeah, I was just wondering if we're gonna head out of town in a few hours, and I just wanted to get a little rest. Could I rent a room by an hour?
Oh,
you just need to have to do a night.
Hey, if you just need a place to sleep for just a couple hours, here you go, room 8. There you go.
Oh, Sandy, thank you.
Of
Chad
course,
was right
yeah.
about you. He said that you were the best in Falland.
At?
Everything you do. Just bartending, keeping things nice and delicious mixologist, and I think that was it.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah. And then just for fun, and I'll hand her a gold. Could you do one more round on me for my group?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Rosie goes up. Yeah. Rosie shuffles on off to Buffalo, and a tray of drinks is brought over, and Sandy goes, "This is from Rosie." And she puts them all down.
Oh, how
That's so nice.
That's nice.
And you, Vox kind of looks at you and is like, "So would you mind if I just take it just real quick?"
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Wonderful, love. And Box kind of brings you outside. It is I mean, at this point it's getting like later in the night, so the only people who are really out and about are like at this tavern or like going to and from like a tavern, like late night people. And he kind of pulls you outside, just not really like in an alleyway or anything, just like over to the side kind of privately. And he kind of leans against the wall and he says, sorry to take you away. It's just I want to make sure that I had a conversation with you about a couple things concerning the Palladium. So yeah, right.
You want to talk to Cuinn also?
So
which would be me right now.
Listen, you knew Shade, right?
Yeah.
It's horrible what happened, and I just wanted to, you know, he was really eccentric, you know, who Shade was, and he was very. He's the one that insisted on the code names and you know all of that, but he was a good one, and despite him being gone, I just want you to know that he thought highly of you. He messaged me the night that he met you, the night before he died. He told me that he met a new member, a new recruit he sent. He said that they had a lot of promise. And it wasn't until recently that I found out that, I mean, I thought that was just a different person. I didn't know that was you. And then I recently found out that was you. And I don't know. I wanted you to know that. I wanted you to know that he thought that you were a good one.
Do you know he's kind of back, right?
I mean, he's with all of us in a way, yeah, of course.
You don't know.
I'm sorry?
I saw the Shade days ago.
What?
Yeah. He's different, but I mean he's back. Something brought him back. Yeah, he gave me this dagger.
Oh my God. Well, that's good news. Different. What do you mean different?
I mean, like I don't know if he's the same. I don't know if he's a revenant. I mean, I've only read about those in books, but like he's back, and he's back with a purpose.
Tayaroth told me that he was working with someone in the Palladium, but he wouldn't tell me who. What? I don't know why they would keep that from me.
Yeah, I don't fully understand it. I don't know why it happened, because like he's back, but like my brother is still dead. And he died at I mean, they died kind of at the same time and in the same space. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, the Shade was cool, but like I don't know what makes him so special in that way. I mean, he's a whole person, and that's special in itself. But
You're very kind, you. I understand where you're coming from, and if my own brother was in danger, I would do anything I could to protect him. Anything.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, my brother Drake. He's my brother. I guess we might not have put that together, but the one who found the book, the prophecy, the temple. He was my
Right,
brother.
yeah. Yeah.
He's who I'm going to be taking you to. He's different ever since his group got attacked. That's what I was going to ask you about. I mean, I wanted to tell you this stuff about the shack, of course, but I'm going to have to shake that off. It's a little weird. But when we get to Sildira, I'm going to need to separate myself from the group to go and find Drig. Don't want to overwhelm him. I could use a hand. I was wondering if you might be able to join me. You seem... Your mother's one of the most kind people that I know. But she's also a bit too trusting, it seems. But it seems that you got her kindness, but that you're a little bit more incredulous with it. So I thought it might be you could come and you could talk to him and, you know, help me convince him to help us.
Happy to meet, happy to talk to him. I don't know. What should we tell the group about why I'm going back?
Oh, I mean, we can tell them that you're coming with me to meet with my brother, and then I don't want to overwhelm him. I wanted to make sure that you were the one that was coming with me, and I also wanted to make sure that you understood why.
Do an insight check.
Yeah, of course.
Really proving that you are
I was gonna say
less trusting than
it's 11.
11. With an 11, he is first of all, he's a completely different species than you. So it's like learning finding out what the emotions look like on this Dragonborn is one thing already. And he's a bit hard to read. He's a very charismatic guy. It seems that he really cares about his brother and really cares about his brother's safety. There is a sense of paranoia here that Vox has not shown until this moment. He seems to be vulnerable with you. And he kind of says, I just wanted you to understand why talking to Drig is not going to be an easy conversation. He's not the same, my brother.
You said since his group got attacked, I've lost family, and I did everything I could to try to protect them, and I mean, it's clear to me that there's only so much that we can do, and it haunts me every day that I wasn't able to do more, and it's everything I can do now to just keep the family that I have here, this group, safe. And it scares me that I can't do it. I don't know what your brother's gone through, but I know what that fear does to a person.
I appreciate that. Not a lot of people understand what family can mean to someone. and the lengths that you'd be willing to go to protect a family member. And I just want to make sure he's okay. So I wanted to come to him with a small group. And I wanted to choose someone who is calm. And you have a very calming presence about you, Mr. Pantale. So, agreed?
Yeah, I'll talk to Drig.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go speak with the Whitakers, make sure everything's ready to go. I'll meet you at the Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. And you, be careful with who you put your trust in, even those who are closest around you. I think that A Little Help is a fantastic group, but I don't know. Not everyone trusts each other, and it's a little obvious.
Yeah, I think gotta keep it safe from both outside and within.
Exactly my point, my friend. All right, I'll see you this in. And he, uncomfortable with this conversation, turns and walks away. And the rest of you continue to drink and have a good time. I'm assuming you return inside.
Yeah.
And is there anything else specific that you want to happen before you head to the Planeswalkers?
I get really drunk, and then
amazing.
When I'm feeling pretty drunk, I go to the bathroom and I quickly expend 3 charges off my Staff of Withering.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Just kind of, spend some time in front of the mirror. Head
okay,
back.
so where are you at right now?
I've gained 10 years.
So where are you at?
So I'm now 160 years old.
Okay. All right.
And how long did dwarves
live? So I'm middle age.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're fine.
So yeah, I mean, when Flint comes back from the bathroom, the Reed Richards gray and the red hair is just slightly lighter.
Yo, let's get this party back on track.
Flint, you were in tired for 15 minutes.
Yeah, excuse me. The food we're eating is not exactly doing well with my digestive system.
You haven't had a bowel movement like that before? Don't tell me you haven't.
Yeah, this is
gives you a couple gray hairs.
I've had a shit so bad it aged me 3 years before. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Staff of a Withering.
Let's just say the toilet took 60-10 necrotic damage and has disadvantage on strength checks.
No, we have to use that after you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, when I said that thing about getting back on track, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Well, we're leaving in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I do Chad, and I look over at Chad and very much go as a reminder of the conversation we had on the way over to shopping. Let's fuck about it.
Oh.
I just go.
I kind of look at my family, and I'm like.
And then I accurately interpret that as no, they're not involved. No.
I just walk up to him. I'm gonna spend time with my family.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Yes,
cool.
That makes much more sense than what I was thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
Not great. Yeah.
Nope.
That's totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, but So just gonna spend the last little time we have.
I was gonna say that was really fucking weird, but I don't kink shame. But thank God that wasn't it. Jesus.
Just kind of walks away.
I write down in my diary, "Let's fuck about it."
I'm definitely writing a song called "Let's Fuck About
It." All right, so
I did want to talk to Wolf. before we left.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Oh, Cuinn, you guys, it's so good to see you. You know, and this has been such a fun night. It's really been a great time.
Oh, you're like drunk.
No, hey, I'm just sentimental, okay?
Hey, what's like your yearly budget at like the halfway house? Just curious.
So, depends, you know, it goes depending on how many people that are currently staying. We try, you know, 3 good meals a day. Trying to throw in some, you know, extracurricular activities.
Yeah, those are important.
And you know, I don't skirt on the quality of things. Okay,
I know. Hey, you're so.
Exactly. And you want to know why we got that name? Because we fucking step on silver. Only gold for us.
That's right.
Okay?
Oh,
so I don't know if that's true, but that's what Mortimer always told me. He said that, you know, I'm his twin brother. You know that, right?
No, I actually did not know that.
But we're fraternal. We're the only fraternal twins of the same age.
All right. Yeah, so like yearly, what's like a good year for you guys donations wise?
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, we were talking about. I would say, because I'm a silver step.
Right? Yeah, we're silver steps. May silver step.
Quality, yeah. May, that's so pretty. You grow up to be such a wonderful young lady.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And Batty really listens to you. It's a badger and a big one, and she's so sweet.
The sweetest.
So sweet. And you know what else? You know what else I think about that? I think it makes sense. Because your brother, right?
Great guy. Love him. The best.
So good at what he does.
Yeah.
So good. Not really good at talking to people who aren't human beings. You know? Like he's not nice. I'll elaborate for you. He's not nice to animals. But you are. You're so nice to
everything
animals.
But birds.
No, that's what I'm talking about. He hates birds so much. He hates them so much. So
I come over. Are you guys talking about birds?
Get out of here.
Don't get him started.
Oh my gosh, Cuinn. Honestly, you know what? I think I've turned around on it. I think it's funny.
Of course it's funny. I'm Cuinn.
Your voices sound different, both of you, and that's how I know I'm drunk, because you sound like your other, and you sound like your sister.
I'm gonna turn back into May just to really fuck with him.
I don't like it.
Huh?
I don't like it.
So like yearly donation. What are we looking at?
I'm sorry. I'm seeing 2 people at the same time. I can't. I gotta go. Is this still? I've opened my eyes and it's still happening. So it's not in my head.
If he closes his eyes again, I'm gonna hide behind Cuinn.
Okay, he closes his eyes.
Hey, it's just me. It's just me here, May.
Oh, okay. Woo!
Everything's all right.
I must have had something in my eye and it blurred my vision.
All right. You don't get out much, do you?
I loved your mother. Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
I'm gonna slowly back out of this conversation.
Oh my god.
Sister-in-law appropriate way, right?
No, she chose Mortimer over me.
Oh no.
Why I left.
That's why you left?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, surely you found somebody else since then. That was years ago.
Nope.
Hey, do you want
Been
to join our
alone
party?
ever since. Had to start a home where I made people be my family so that I could have one.
I know somebody. Yeah, Rosie's
Oh,
a lot
God.
like that.
I like roses.
Yeah.
I'm more of a lily guy.
Excuse
You're asleep, Rosie. You're not even here.
oh my God! I'm so sorry. You were talking about the donations.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would love to
so-
give a donation. I just don't. I'm not much of
Really?
a charity man. I don't know what's
No,
appropriate.
you don't get. Well, first of all, I didn't know that you went by he/him pronouns, May. I'm so sorry about that. I will fix that. I'll fix that.
Thank you.
So, May, I would say like a year. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Right. Yeah. I thought it should be like a quick conversation. But man.
Yeah, I know, but you never know what you're gonna get. You know?
When you roll the dice.
Hey, I butt in. Hey, you guys want some shots? I got a second wind. I'm getting shots for the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
About 400 gold.
Okay, 400 gold a
For
year.
the shots? Oh, well, you guys are having a separate that's my
It's a
bad.
business meeting.
I don't want to be. Don't shoot me.
Flint. I think Wolf is 3 fucking sheets to the wind.
I don't. You can count it. Don't count the sheep who fall asleep.
Oh God! Does anyone have anything for this? This is. I feel like it's gonna go bad.
Yes, I've got some fireball shots, everybody.
I think it's going great.
I take the one intended for Wolf, and I just shoot them both back, as
Hey,
well
May.
as mine.
What do you think about a 200 gold donation to the halfway house?
Yeah.
Great. Hey,
And then
both.
what
Yes.
if next time we're in town, we did an Alexander Nightshade meet and greet, but we did 2 at the
Donation
same time
fundraisers.
secretly.
Oh
and
my God!
I
we
could
do
also
more?
be Alexander Nightshade. It would be a killing.
This is amazing. Wolf,
Oh,
love you, buddy.
There's
You
2
got-
more amazing, and I don't.
Oh, sorry. I'll turn back
understand
into Quinn.
it. Oh,
Everything's fine.
it's Quinn fucking
You,
with me.
you got 200 gold coming your way, buddy. I'm gonna drop it off at the house.
No, hey, listen, hold on.
Hey, buddy,
This is
everything's
sobering me
good.
up. Okay.
I'll slap him.
I'll slap him too.
Oh,
Sorry, you just look a lot like my dad.
Probably might be your dad. I don't know,
Okay,
based on what he
listen.
yelled.
Thank
I'm
you.
processing that, Morton.
You are already more of a man than your father has ever been.
Thank you, because I'm Quinn.
No, I thought, well, no, Quinn, you need to respect May's choice. And May is choosing to not do that anymore. So,
I think I missed something.
Yeah, he did. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Well, we got a bolo to catch. I don't remember what it was called.
That's a
we
tie.
gotta-
That's a type of tie.
We got a bolo tie to catch to get out of here. We're gonna ride a bolo to.
Quinn, I have a very serious question for you.
Yes.
Sorry, Quinn. Can you take me home? I don't know where I live.
I think we have time to walk you home, right?
I have not
Yeah.
been drunk in 100 years.
Yeah, we can walk. We were gonna drop
100
stuff off
years.
anyway.
Years?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll drop you off with the gold. Don't worry about it.
You
Yeah.
haven't had even like a glass of wine in that time?
I said I haven't been drunk, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah,
Hey,
bitch, get out of here.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is this? You?
I
What?
pick up more.
You.
You.
I pick up more. You.
May's always
you.
telling me to call him a bitch.
What? Fucking why?
So I call him a bitch. No,
Sorry,
not you.
this was I think
May
what Vox
just,
was trying to warn me about. I'm sorry.
May just tends to say call him a bitch a lot. So
May do be doing that.
Hey.
May
Yeah.
do be doing that.
okay.
All right, let's get you to bed, Mo.
All right, and I take Wolf home, and
Wow.
you
Wow.
Night night, Uncle Bull.
Should have known that that's had a disguise.
I want to give the money to Tommy.
You finally
No,
find
I
his
come
way
up and give
home.
money.
Terrible idea.
There is no waking Tommy up. Because
He's
you both
fucking dead.
you enter.
There is no waking Tommy up.
Okay, well, just
so morbid.
listen to the GM now. So you walk into Volv's home away from home, and the door shuts.
Bodies everywhere.
It's completely dark in here.
God.
And then just one lantern turns on, and you see Tommy sitting there in the chair. Well.
Jeez, Tommy.
Pretty late. So what do you got to say for yourselves, uncles?
We had some adult conversations to have that require a lot of talking and thinking.
That sounds boring.
It was very boring.
I would like money now.
Tommy, I got an important job for you, Tommy.
Yes.
Give me the money now, please.
Here's 200 gold.
Oh.
And I'm gonna give you an extra 5 gold to make sure it gets to your uncle in the morning.
Okay.
And he knows there's 200 gold coming his way.
Sure.
He remembers it.
What?
Yep, that's right. I won it. I did it.
Yes, he did.
I bet all the money on Chad, and I won.
Wait, you bet all the money on Chad?
500 gold.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you didn't really need this 200. But... 200 gold. We'll leave it here.
I'm kidding. I only bet 5. That's what I can find.
Well,
you know what? You two pretty great. Are you going to come back and visit me?
Yeah, we'll be back. We gotta come back here, and then we're gonna leave.
What did you do to Volf?
What did you do? Anything?
Did you poison him?
He poisoned.
He poisoned himself.
Listen, Tommy, shut the fuck up, okay?
Oh, all right. Well, let's get you back.
No, you know what?
It's
Tommy needs
bedtime.
to
It's
hear that.
bedtime.
Tommy's a
I'm taking him
troublemaker.
upstairs.
Yep.
Tommy stays
no.
behind with May.
Tommy needs a parent.
It looks over at May, and he goes, "It's about time that man grew some balls." And then he starts walking up the stairs.
I can't figure out their relationship.
Tommy's an old man now. He's an adult.
Hello, Tommy.
All
right.
He something, he grows into one.
Okay, so you want to get to the planeswalkers, and I need to take a little bio break.
One note before that.
Yes, please, Chad, please.
I have a very loving, nice time with my family, and while all of that's happening,
your mom can really hold her liquor. She's nothing compared to Wolf. Like she's totally fine.
And I do give my mom 500 gold.
Oh.
Or just life stuff.
Well, hey, listen. No easier way to get DM inspiration than to bribe your family members. So, Cuinn and Chad, if you don't have DM inspiration, you do now.
Oh my God.
You can take
it doesn't stack. Remember, it doesn't stack. But you can pass it off. You can't do that.
You can take my inspiration.
I already have inspiration.
Well, then I will take it.
I'll take it if you want. Oh wait, I already have.
Get out of here, Morton.
Did you give inspiration?
I gave
You
it
did.
to you.
You
Okay,
did.
so you can have mine.
Okay.
Since you did it for the fight, and
Can
I
Elburn
have it.
have some?
Listen, I know that we're not role playing it, and so
God.
this is kind of being skipped over. But the reason why this is happening is because 500 gold is an insane amount of money to Lena and Laura. Like that's nuts. So this is a huge thing that Chad's doing, and it's a huge thing that Cuinn did as well. So they're very appreciative.
Would you say 500 is your minimum for DM inspiration, or?
Well, I'd spent 200, so
It needs to. You need to. Now that you know the DM inspiration is coming, it's not worth DM inspiration.
Oh,
See, you get it. Do you get the
Thanks,
point
Flint,
behind DM
for
inspiration?
ruining that shit.
Do you understand the
Limited
point
time
behind
offer.
it now?
yeah. I invoice my child. Is that-
It's like on a stone tablet.
After the good time, after the money.
Yeah, good time. Yeah, I was just gonna be sure to say, like, take care of yourselves. If you feel comfortable, now that I know you used to be an adventurer, maybe have some protection in the house if you don't already, and just...
There's protection. Protection. Listen. Okay. Your father... The reason why I'm able to go to this tournament tonight, and the reason why I'm able to be out here having fun with you and your friends, is because I know your father can take care of himself. And the reason why I know he is currently taking care of himself and is fighting with everything he has in him is because he knows that I can take care of myself. And so you take solace in that fact, and I just want to say that I'm sorry for not giving you the same benefit of the doubt that your father and I give each other. We should have known that you would have been just fine. But maybe I'm not so sorry, because it seems like you met a good group of people because of it.
It's true. It's true. And certainly had a lot more experiences than I maybe would have. And if I had still been here, maybe I wouldn't actually be here anymore. And
true.
Don't want to think about that. So.
Well, we don't have to. So yeah. I love you. Be strong. And take care of yourself. And I don't know. Have Rosie get in contact with us every once in a while. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I have the paper magic.
Oh, yes, the paper. So... of course. I spent a lot of money on that. Of course.
Yeah. So
right,
I'll write as often as I can, and I mean I will probably be back through here before anything else. So hopefully it's only
minimum of like 8 days, though, right?
Yeah, let's say a couple weeks probably.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, be safe and check back in when you get here. Okay.
Definitely will.
Okay, and she's like holding Laura. Like Laura's just like,
oh yeah, I'm sure she's just like passed out.
Yeah. Which is like because she's not like holdable, so like she's kind of like she's been like
just like
okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll make sure she'll know that you said goodbye and that you love her.
Yeah, I'll give my mom a hug and then kind of scoot around and kiss Laura on the head, and ruffle her hair.
She stirs a little bit, but she's out.
Yeah. And then I'll go to the
little kids
rockers.
sleep like rocks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so as you head to the plane rockers, that's where we'll take a little bio break. We will continue on with our journey towards Sildira. So don't go anywhere, but do get up and stretch and get some water, and we will be right back. Are we live right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is why we shouldn't give Matt the controls. Welcome back to Charmed Persons. I hope that you stood up and stretched. If you didn't, you have to do so right now while keeping your headphones in at your computer. I'll wait.
Standing.
Thank you, Matt.
Sorry, I forgot.
All right, it's okay. What did you stretch just the?
My calves.
Okay, good calf stretch. All right, I'll take it. Well, we're going to jump right back in as our party had just found themselves at the Planeswalkers. You find yourself outside of the main walls of Fallend with Richie as he has just kind of unveiled and shown you the new and improved Rolo boat. So he kind of looks over at all of you and he says, "What do you think? I've put in a lot of work towards it. I think it's going to be a really fun trip."
Great.
I'm excited.
Should be good.
How many days a trip?
Should take us just over 4, yeah.
All right.
That's just enough time to dive into all of our inner psyches and get to know each other a little bit better.
Nope, I'm going to be reading, and I climb up into the... climb up onto it.
Listen, I'm a big fan of this game called Truth or Dare. Don't know if you've heard of it, but
never heard of it.
No, not that one.
Sounds so
like
basic.
Yeah.
Do you guys play any games?
We play the game of
Verity
Taroth.
Adventure.
A Verity or Virtue.
Verity
of
Virtue. Right.
That was a good one.
You ever played Five Finger Fillet?
Adventure.
Yeah, it was venture, not virtue.
Not since college.
You doing something.
Yeah.
Venture.
All right. Anything else that you guys need before we head on our way?
Is Vox coming with us?
From inside the cabin, you hear, "Already here, love."
Great. Hey, Vox, you got those drugs?
What?
I was asking about. Remember, I was asking about drugs a couple days ago.
Oh.
Wasn't that you?
Excuse me. This is a clean rollerboat. You see Vox leaning out. His eyes are really big, and he's like,
Sorry, I'm hammered.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I think that we'll probably sleep through the first
Come on, Dave.
part of this.
I'm
"Oh, it's just gonna be me up
awake.
here, all right?"
No, I'll sit with you.
Oh, you will?
I rested back there.
Oh, fantastic.
I'll
all
read
right.
until I fall asleep, so I'll be awake for a little bit.
Just wake me up when we get there.
I
All
do
right.
I have one question before we go.
Get there.
Just so I don't forget. How often is a baby ram goat born usually?
Once every
Baby
100 years.
ram goats.
100 years. Century.
Well,
Very rare.
You don't happen to have them come in the next, 6 days, do you?
no, not 6 days, but I mean, it just depends, but I'd say once a year, maybe.
Oh, okay. So I'll get a baby ram goat within the year. That feels fine. Okay.
Pretty good?
We're due one probably before the year's out.
Okay.
Okay.
So a few months. Yeah.
Okay.
Just know you'll have to carry that around the whole time if you're still with
They
us.
can walk.
A baby?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
come out walking pretty much.
Yeah, it's not a human.
Yeah.
But do you know how fast, newly born four-legged creatures walk?
Faster
Yeah,
than
immediately.
Human babies.
Pretty much immediately, yeah. From what I've
It'd be
seen.
really
They're
cute
not
if it
running.
rode on
They
Batty,
drop
though.
out.
That'd be really cute.
Uh,
That
Speaking
is also
of-
an option.
Speaking of, Batty cannot fit inside the door into the cabin, and will have
What?
to stay outside.
Can she
What if
keep
I-
up though?
Huh?
Can she keep
You
up?
Cast reduce.
Could she keep up?
Yeah.
She's
She
still
could
on
be
the
on
boat.
the-
Could you?
Yeah.
She's just not under.
I could.
I
I've
could.
never heard a more hostile tone.
What if I cast Reduce to get Batty in here?
Ooh.
You could probably.
What happens in an hour?
You could
In a minute.
probably cast reduce,
Yeah.
and then she could get in, and then could stay in the room, but you'd have to cast reduce to get her out of it again.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, I could do that, but then I can't get her out of here till the morning.
I mean, it might get a little stinky in here, but
Batty lets
It's
you
Flint's
know that
room.
she's perfectly fine sleeping outside on the deck.
Batty is not staying in my
Okay.
room. I'm just gonna put my foot down.
Batty
You
would
You
rather
guys look so
sleep-
comfy the other
You
day.
have
Batty
your
would rather
lamp.
sleep outside than have Quinn cast magic on her.
okay.
Wow, okay, Batty.
Give her a little scritch.
Sleep outside.
Don't take it personally, Gwen.
Nah, well,
Oh,
I don't take anything personally.
I love us.
Yes, you do.
Batty curls
Right on.
up in a ball. And
I take that
puts
very
her paws
personally.
over her snout.
Cutie.
Oh.
Um,
All right, well, get your sleep, and those of you who are staying up, stay up. Those of you who are going to bed, go into bed, and let's roll, baby. And he gets down beside the side of the boat, and he kind of he starts as if it was a huge skateboard, pushing with one leg while keeping one leg on the boat. And he kind of, after a moment of it, he kind of looks over at Morton. I didn't think about this part. We got to kind of get it going.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Well, I'll help. I wanted to see us take off, so I'll
I
help.
get off to the side and help.
So yeah, easily enough, no rolls necessary. You
Got the boat.
You start pushing the boat. The wind the sail unfurls
Got it.
and catches the wind, and then immediately, as soon as you're on the actual plains, which is a little bit outside the city, but as soon as you are there, here's a little picture of
Nice.
it. As soon as you are there, a huge gust of wind billows out the sail,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
immediately, and you have to kind of climb back onto the boat. And he says, "Oh, I told you, it's a
Wow.
quick trip. Here we go." And I mean, you're immediately you're going. I mean, logistically,
Least
I would say
15.
I would say faster than any of you have ever moved in
Oh.
your lives. I mean, you're going very. I mean, It's much faster than a horse. And have any of you gone faster than a fully galloping horse at one time? Yeah.
You should see me when I'm on speed.
I've gone downhill on a mine cart.
Oh.
That's actually much faster than this. So you're right.
All right, Flint's got faster.
So actually, I guess all of you have gone faster than this because you've all been in a mine cart together going down.
That's true. That's true.
Rosie's at the is it the bow that's the front, or is that the stern?
Yeah, it's
the bow of the ship, of the roller boat, Titanic style, just like with the breeze flowing in her hair. And she's just
and
like,
you just hear actually
whoa.
The band followed us onto the boat from the bar.
I am the band now.
This is this reminds me of my first 50 years.
I used my wand of conducting to give us a good like orchestra chase, like we're off music.
Oh,
that's amazing.
That's so loud.
Cuinn takes out
pretty loud.
Cuinn takes out his wand and starts playing. And all of a sudden, everyone in the cabin, middle of the night, all across the plains. Actually, we cut to a shot.
Ride of the Valkyries.
We cut to a shot about a quarter of a mile.
Running into Nom.
Exactly. We cut to a shot about a quarter mile away, very
it's
muffled,
within 60 feet.
very, very muffled in the distance.
I take my timpani out.
That's gonna roll away.
Oh shit! Stop the roller boat! It fell off. My timpani fell off.
It's the middle of the night, you guys.
So stop! I gotta
I'm
go
just
grab
trying to read.
Rosie,
Yeah.
I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay. Just for you.
This is me
That is a 17.
Rosie, well, as you are looking ahead, you see in the distance, as the rollerboat is making its way, you're at the bow of the ship. You see one of the hills of the many that are in the rolling plains here in southern Tayaroth kind of like shifts for a second and disappears behind the horizon.
I did not have anything to drink.
Correct.
And so I would immediately, it would be what's his name that is doing the boat stuff?
Richie.
I would lean over to Richie and I would say, do the hills usually move in the rolling plains?
It can look like that, yeah. It definitely can seem as if that's what's happening because of the way that you can visualize the certain angles of the hills, depending on the perspective that you are at, can make it look as if they're shifting because of the numerous amounts of them, quite frankly.
Is that what it looked like happened?
No.
Okay, so not to brag.
Yes.
Not to brag, Richie, but
Right.
I have lived for 274 years.
That's
and
a
I
lot
know
longer
I
than
don't
me.
look it. Yeah, and I know that you know what you're talking about, but so
Right.
do I, and both
Okay.
could be true. I'm learning from my child who's teaching me a lot of things.
Well,
about
I've got to be honest
feelings
with you.
and
I've
emotions.
never heard of hills moving, no.
Okay, but look over there, and I'll point to where I saw it, and I'll say, just look and keep looking and see if you see what I saw.
He doesn't really see, and you don't see anything.
Heck, now I seem crazy.
Because it
Well-
disappeared behind the horizon, and so it's like now it just looks like the horizon.
And it's like totally dark, yeah. It's like
pretty dark, yeah.
I have
just saw,
dark
like, the
vision,
shadow
but
of
that
it.
doesn't
Yeah.
help anything, probably.
Yeah, this is much further than 60 feet away.
Okay, well, Richie, it's
Well, listen, what
I'm
are you?
ju-
Are there like?
I'm just nervous. So this group, let me tell
Are
you,
you
and
asking
I'll
me if
let-
there's like creatures that can?
Yeah, are
They're
we
that
in
big?
danger? Could we be in danger?
Hill giants live out here.
Oh well,
Could have been that. I guess maybe.
we took care of some of them. We could probably hold our own again.
It wasn't
Um,
like. Did it look like did it look like a hill that size or that size? And he points to like a smaller hill that could be mistaken for a giant, and he points to a hill that's like bigger than that. And you remember it being the hill that was bigger than that.
Yeah, it was bigger than a hill giant, and I would know because we just defeated hills giants. I don't know if you heard.
Well, the only thing out here that's bigger than a hill giant is a purple worm.
Hi, so sorry.
Oh God!
Why are we talking about the size of? I was just reading right over there.
Well, Rosie thinks that she saw a really large thing out on the horizon.
Yeah.
Rosie, where did you see that?
Over there.
And I look in that direction.
Watch.
You look in that direction, you don't see anything.
It could probably be a purple worm.
Purple worm. Now
I'm sorry, a purple worm. Is that?
Music
Do I
gets
know about
ominous.
purple worms?
Would you know about purple worms? I would say, yeah, the Rolling Plains are a part of the Bahathian Empire. You wouldn't know, like, intimate details about them, but they are the size of dragons, if not larger. They're huge terrestrial worms that dig underground and are basically like a sea monster of the Rolling Plains.
Yeah. Wow.
You're sure you saw it?
Well, I saw something, Morton.
Sure.
And it definitely wasn't a hill giant, but it could just be an optical illusion. I also learned about those from you.
Well, maybe we keep some watches.
Oh God!
Hey, I heard you guys talking, and I heard purple worm, and
everybody always wants to be awake when I'm awake. This is
Chad and Morton, roll perception checks for me.
To stir everyone.
13.
14.
Okay.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Just everybody get some rest. Go back to bed. I'll yell really loudly.
Well, do you want some company on the first? I mean, I think we could just do watches like we had been doing.
I was taking an hour rest.
I was just reading. Jesus Christ!
I heard purple worm. I gotta hand it to the Golden Plains. Like
it's
animals, but
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no!
Okay, see, I told you, everyone. You called the purple worm.
No.
Woo!
26.
Fucking 13.
Dexterity?
I am doing great with the 13s today, I guess.
13 as well.
13 as
well. Record
scratches.
Is 4
one trombone?
You're looking for a 14 or above.
Well, great.
Can I make one for Batty?
You should make one for Batty. Yeah. What is? Ian fails.
The Batty's in the.
Batty saves. Maewyn saves. Chad fails. Morton.
I fail. I got 13.
Fails. Rosie fails.
Eric fails.
Eric fails. Matt.
Can I get advantage because I was trying to tell everyone about it?
You know what? Yes, I will give you advantage as the first.
You know what? It was worse.
As the first person.
It's worse.
Vox also needs to roll.
I went from a 10 to a 6.
We literally
I think everybody just failed almost.
It's been like an hour or so.
But still.
I got
nothing left.
Vox fails.
Wow.
What is
You've had at least a short rest, I'll tell you that much.
Short rest?
If you fail, your knees buckle, something like that, probably.
Yeah, you're just like, whoa.
You get a teeter-totter.
Why do we ever go on boats?
Every time we went on a boat,
there's no reason to go on this boat.
We had to know there was going to be a purple worm.
I used uncanny dodge to save my life.
I'm so excited.
Oh no!
You can't use uncanny dodge, unfortunately. This is not an attack. At 7th level, you'll be able to use evasion, but this is not what this is. So Rosie, at the very last second, as you're like looking ahead, you see a mound in the ground that it looks like the boat is heading right towards.
Oh gosh!
Before you can even say something to Richie, you realize that the mound is not only is the boat getting closer to the mound, but the mound is getting closer to you. As this mound bangs right into the rollerboat, immediately throwing the rollerboat into the air and landing on the ground and skidding into the ground. The boat actually looked like, I mean, it flipped and it is now carving itself into the ground, but it actually looks like it's not like taking permanent damage, but it is.
Oh, good.
It has flipped now doing this. All of you who failed take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Tossed off of the boat, and or if you're inside, tossed like up against the wall of a cabin.
So May and I then take 13 plus half of 13. Is that correct?
Correct. So May and Morton also take 6 more points.
What
Well, I didn't. I
all
saved.
of my hit die to
Oh, you
heal.
saved?
It doesn't matter that you.
saved.
It doesn't matter that you saved. He failed. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. So you'll.
So
still
I
take
take his damage.
You'll take 6, and you'll take 3.
Okay.
Morton, you'll take an
Of
extra
the opposite
3.
person's.
Okay, so I took 16. No, I hate it when it does that. My thing scrolls sometimes because I have an Apple mouse, so it just goes.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Apple mouse.
Purple
No.
worm.
Watch it not even be a purple worm.
Can I still
Could
wave
be
the
this.
wand?
Oh,
Can I
fuck.
still keep on waving the wand? Just right
After
now, did I
being
lose
thrown
that?
off of a boat,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
I was
I'm
gonna
off
say
the boat.
You panicked, did this, and it just sped up real quick.
I'm gonna say no, buddy.
Okay.
Oh no.
Go ahead and get your tokens
20
out there so I can add you to the initiative order.
This combat's brought to you by the beautiful stat blocks that are now cycling through on our Twitch page.
Yes!
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
Shout
gotta
out
see it.
to Emily.
That'll take
Well, shout out to Matt
Oh.
for making it part of the stream.
It's
Yes.
After this ad, I
Oh.
want to
Who's Matt?
My part was the easy part. You actually
I'm
made
sorry, I'm just unsure of who Matt is.
it.
Some
Evan, it's me. We're friends. What's going on?
Purple.
Seeing the Sandy picture because I haven't been in the Roll20.
Oh yeah, Sandy.
Uh,
Sandy is amazing.
Oh,
See,
That
that's a
is
big worm.
definitely a purple worm.
That purple box there is the boat.
That's more of a
Great.
mauve.
Great.
That's a
So-
mauve worm.
Do we
A
all get
taupe
yeeted
worm.
there? I'm just gonna say I got yeeted over here.
We
You're yeeted in this
See?
general area.
Okay, great. I'll stay,
A general
stay over
yeet.
here.
General yeet.
General yeet. General yeet.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's one of the big bads later. Is General
That
Yeet.
dates us, honestly.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
our
they got
friend.
bigger. Why did it get
This
bigger?
this boat's empty. Yeet.
Vox is in the
Yikes.
boat. Yeah, if you were in the boat, put yourself in the boat.
But if we failed, we are not in the boat anymore, right?
You are thrown off the boat in the general yeet area.
So I would know that I feel like I stayed in the boat and pretty safe, but still took damage for some reason, right? I'm just trying
No,
to
I
figure
mean,
out when May is
even
going to
people-
piece this together.
I know, and it's not yet because even the people in the, like you're thrown up against a wall. Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
you still took damage. You just take. You're like, wow, I didn't feel like I hit my head that hard, but it
Must
really
have
feels
hit
like I
my
hit my head
weenus
hard.
pretty good.
Did you say my weenus?
Wow,
Oh my god.
that's insane.
I
She
love
said weenus.
us. I love us so much.
We're very unhinged today.
Hey, as long as you didn't,
Yeah.
as long as you
Today?
didn't cut your
Today?
Pokelina,
we
you're
should have
fine.
made that our name. A little help.
So
comma,
remember-
the weenus
Unhinged.
You have
Oh.
not taken you have not taken a long rest, only a short rest since the arena battles.
Where
got-
I
is-
literally was just like,
Yeah.
should I use
My
all of my
child.
hit die to heal?
You, where
Probably.
Are you?
This is the only situation where Warlock is good. So
that halftime show drained.
All
know,
right,
I'm
has
just
everyone
lucky
added?
everything
I
is
need
a short
Maddie and
rest.
Flint to add their initiative. and
Except I
Maewyn.
got a
I'm
5
looking.
initiative, so I ain't gonna do
I don't
shit.
see-
I'm on there actually
You.
twice. My initiative is 14. You can delete the other one that's 0.
Deleted.
Done.
Get out of here.
That was you.
Go.
Oh, did I not add you? Sorry.
Fuck
you.
out of here.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't see you use token yet.
yeah, it's working on it.
Okay. Do you want me?
working
Should I
on
move
it.
it out there? Or do you got it?
Yeah, sure, because it's in a loading like purgatory. It seems like
Lord Quinn.
Loading purgatory. What's your initiative?
Roll the
I'll do it
natural
for you.
20.
it's a 3.
You have a plus
Three.
4 initiative?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember
Batty
that
just
one.
goes
I
with
had a
me,
+7.
right?
Oh yeah, I don't know why I added that. I'm just gonna get rid
I
of
can
it.
just make her the same initiative.
That way you don't forget about her. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Go.
Don't forget.
Also,
You get better.
did I get rid of
You would be
anybody
on the
else?
boat. You was.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Who's
Oops.
Ah,
What?
Oh. You got caught in a wormhole.
You.
Oh no, what did I do to you? Okay, there we go.
Literally.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so all right. So you all get thrown from this boat, landing on the ground. After the boat kind of like careens into the ground, you hear this as out from the ground, this huge purple worm comes out and snakes its body around and looks down with this open circular maw that looks at all of you with teeth lining the edges of this mouth. This is just kind of growls towards all of you with this high shrieking pitch. Cuinn, you're up. Flint, you're on deck.
Is the cart moving?
The cart is not moving. It is flipped over on its side.
Oh, flipped over. Okay. I will. Oof. Purple worms are probably wise. I don't know what I can do.
Are they?
They're worms.
I am going to try to use my Bardic Inspiration to make it lose a D8 to its next saving throw.
Okay.
Which is a 4, so it has a -4 to its next saving throw. And I'm going to try to Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Just, I don't know, say joke about worms that I can't think of right now.
Haha, you're an annelid, you fuck.
What is the wording of the...
If it has an intelligence score of 4 or less, it is not affected.
Okay, yeah. So you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this creature, and it kind of like stops for a second and looks towards you, and the spell does not take effect. Yeah.
And you said it was wise.
It's real dumb.
Well, you know what's funny? I'm
Intelligence
just gonna flat out tell you this. The intelligence is 1. The wisdom is 8, which means it has a -1, but it does have a +4 wisdom saving throw.
Interesting.
So you were kind of right.
Who the fuck
Don't tell Eric that.
came up with that?
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, that is my turn. I will move. I'm going to move a little bit, seeing if that didn't work, and just move back here.
Alrighty, Flint, you are up. Morton, you're on deck.
Okay. Shit. What am I going to do? What to do? Why?
I'll yell out, "It's dumb! It's really dumb!"
I am going to cast this spell Suggestion on it.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to work. I don't know. So Suggestion must be worded in such a manner to make the course of action sound reasonable. So I'm just gonna say leave.
It still takes a -4 because it did not make a saving throw for my spell.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
If this works, I'm gonna legitimately pee my pants.
You just, bye worm. See ya.
Creatures that can't be charmed, so can't be charmed.
Oh no. Oh no, that's the face of Zach didn't consider that someone had Suggestion.
And look, I'm a dwarf. I know worms.
That's true. Well, it just says
Here's how you deal with a purple worm.
Is a monstrosity a creature?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think creature applies to everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're really trying to make us fight this.
I mean, it has to make a let's
Wisdom.
see, DC 15 wisdom saving throw
With a -4.
with the -4, and it's
All right.
dumb as hell.
Well, I'm gonna roll this in the Chat of Doom.
Doom.
He gets a +4 to this, so -4. So this is just a straight up roll.
Okay, 15.
Here we go.
And
Okay, so this huge epic event occurs. This creature like looks down at all of you, growling towards you. It comes right up to you, Flint, and you just step forward
Not today. I haven't had my nap.
You all see Flint as he steps forward, the like urn on his neck like starts to float slightly, and you start to see this like sand that is like flowing, so it almost like looks like flowing energy appears out of this urn and starts to spin, and just kind of like right above the urn, and you just hear Flint say like, "Not today," and it like it echoes, and then you hear him say, "Leave, leave, leave," and it echoes again, and the purple worm like stops, like tilts its head, and then slowly burrows back into the ground and burrows away.
No worm
We gotta
fight
get out of
until
here.
I've had my coffee.
We gotta get out of here now.
Yes, loves. We need to flip this boat and make sure we are not out of here when that thing comes back, because it's coming back.
I'll
Yeah, you
cast
just
a
said-
large on Chad. We got a minute. You got.
Oh fuck! I go and help with the.
I just like flip.
I do cast false life on myself in order to give me my temporary.
I mean, it's like, yeah, when it happens, it happens. So I'm gonna say you doesn't really take anything. The boat didn't take permanent damage. Richie like spends maybe 5 minutes making like something, like it's got scratches and stuff, but 5 minutes making anything that would make the thing mobile again. And those of you, especially actually just Chad in his enlarged form, like gets behind the roller boat and starts like pushing and like then jumps up on top. You all start making your way as you're like looking in the back of the boat, the roller boat, towards where the purple worm was. You see the purple worm kind of like just meandering around in its location where it was, but it is not heading towards you.
You know what? I'm going to make a suggestion, Cuinn. I love the orchestra. I particularly liked the third movement that you had while we were rolling, but we should probably stop that for like a little bit, since the worm is, there might be other worms, and it might be a sonic thing.
Flint, that was fucking amazing, love.
Yeah.
The worm whisperer.
Yeah,
that was cool.
I have a cigar. It's got a cigar out. Yeah, it's not a big deal anywhere. I'm really just kind of coming into my powers. Man, does anyone have any chocolate? I don't. For some reason, I have some chocolate.
What's up?
You would have not been aware of any of this happening. Would have like come out from the boat like being knocked, covered in paint from like painting the emblem on their shield. Just like, what the fuck happened?
Oh no!
What did we hit?
A giant gargantuan.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It really hit
Worms are
us
gross.
more
I got
than
it.
anything.
I had it under control.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, Flint was just like, get out of here. And it was like, cool, yeah.
Not a big
listen
deal.
to Flint.
Everything's
Yeah,
great.
Lord.
Maybe it was the armor that it was like afraid of or something. It's really good armor.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely, categorically was because of my own actions and not because of this armor.
No, they could have been enhanced by the armor. Is it magical?
Nope, it is magical, but not in that way. It's
Oh,
it's like charisma based. So like,
Well, how do you know that?
I look. Don't take this away from me, man.
I mean, yeah, it was great. So
no, it was really well done. Yeah,
definitely watches.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Definitely have
Agreed.
that to keep an eye out for that
Yeah,
and
that
other
really
things.
Could
sucks.
anybody?
I could use
yeah.
a little help out here at night.
Yeah, I could use some healing as well. I bruised a bit, and I don't know if my finger is supposed to look like that. My pinky is just kind of like weirdly bent. It's like funny. I don't know.
I can help
I
out.
can help a little bit.
That would be nice.
I'll go up to
Who-
Richie and cast Cure Wounds.
Thank you, love. Appreciate
Chad,
it.
you said you needed some too.
No, I'm good. I,
would-
mean,
I
I
would-
took the damage, but I'm good.
I would cast
Okay.
prayer.
Just
healing.
Morton.
Okay.
Oh, there you
Yeah. With you casting Prayer of Healing, pretty much everyone gets close to up there. And you all take a long rest anyway. As for the sake of brevity, we will say that the
Drink.
rest of the night goes off. Listen, man, it's a good phrase. It makes sense. It fits in the moment. And I will not apologize. You all continue to make your way towards the city of Sildira, and eventually the next day comes. I know that some people are going to want to get some reading done. I know that some people might want to get some tinkering done. So over these next 3 days, or 3.5 days, I guess, what do you, is there anything is anybody you want to talk to? Anything you want to get done? I'll go ahead and start with, the first person I see, and it's different now because the Zoom moved around. So you,
you would do one thing that you said last session, that the shield had the symbol of fallen on it. Was the hand or the fist?
Yeah.
You would take time to like tastefully paint over the fist, including like the symbol of fallen, but adding like the armor of Torm onto the fist.
Yeah, exactly. Just making it a gauntlet.
Mm-hmm. And then would also take time to start to tinker with Morton's armor.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a tinkering check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just the sound of wagon.
That's proficiency bonus plus.
I'm assuming Dex.
Dex. Okay, yeah.
Strength is your main and this is smithing. I would allow you to do strength if you wanted to. Proficiency plus strength.
Sure. Okay.
Because you're more strong than you are dexterous, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would be a 15.
15. Okay, so 15 is the DC. You are able to kind of like add the carapace from the giant beetle onto this. You're not able to enhance the magic at all, but you are able to grant this +1 set of leather armor resistance to poison damage.
Hell yeah.
So that's what you got, Morton.
Oh, this is lovely. You did such a nice job.
But the GM the requirement for this is that in your inventory it must be listed as used studded leather armor. That's the magical item.
Not used. Use.
Ian, I dislike you for choosing this name for this character. Just kidding. So yeah.
This is so nice. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. I was able to clean it. There's still a little bit of goo from the bug inside there, but hey, I got it this time. So
that's all right. It's got a little. It does a little coloration kind of thing going on there. Little pattern there. That's so nice. It fits so snugly. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Hey, not a problem.
All right.
You got the first two for free. The third one I will have to charge you.
I understand. I understand very much.
All right. So we'll use that to segue over to Morton. Morton, I'm assuming you get some reading done, my boy.
Yeah, I do a lot of reading. I'm writing used studded leather armor.
Good. Thank you for following the rules.
I ain't a little butt. Yeah, I just
to be clear, you are a little butt.
No, that's why I've been doing squats.
You're a big butt.
Yeah, I'm a big butt. I'm gonna read the alchemy book and maybe fiddle around with making like some very simple, like, you know, I might try and make an acid or a poison or something, just like messing around and learning all I can from the book in order to start like making some potions and stuff.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna say is the first 10 hours that you read, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
This is a good skill. I hope this doesn't fuck me.
And this is like reading and practicing. It's not all, you're not just reading.
All right. That's a 19.
19. Okay, so you can now use your alchemist supplies over these first 10 hours of reading and practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You can now take 2 hours to procure 1 vial of poison that has 3 uses in it. This poison will give someone the poison condition, and they will take a d6 of poison damage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you can spend 2 hours to create 1 vial, and each vial has 3 uses. Each use does 1d6 of damage and gives them the poison condition.
Great. Yeah, and I'm just going to keep reading on while doing that for the whole thing, other than the interaction with you and all the miscellany that happens around. That's pretty much just all I'm doing.
Perfect. Maewyn, do you do anything specific?
Yes, I have 2 things that I want to do.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to go up to you.
Oh, wait, real quick. Sorry. For something that I forgot about. Cuinn, will you roll a sleight of hand check for me?
Dirty 20.
Okay, cool. Sorry, go ahead, Maewyn.
Excuse me?
Okay. I'm going to go up to you at some point.
Okay.
Hey, you.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
You know, what feels like a long time ago now, but you know, you made me the little wooden chipmunk, and
Yeah.
it's really been bothering me. I can't find, I think I lost it, and I just feel really bad about it, and I just wanted to tell you because it's been on my mind. And
Hey, yeah, no, that's you know what? I'll just make you another one.
Really? No, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
Yeah, hey, no,
really.
It's nothing. It's nothing. I'd be happy to do that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't usually lose gifts.
Well, it's okay. It moves around on its own, so who knows where it ran off to.
I guess that's true. But I don't think Batty's even seen it. Like, it's been gone for a while. I should have told you.
It's all right. Yeah, I think I've got some pieces I can put together to make you something. So yeah. And then over one of the nights I would tinker and make instead of it looking like a little chipmunk, it would look like a miniature badger.
Not even gonna make you roll for it. Easily done. And you are able to create a little yeah, a very cute. Okay, so do you want it to, because I'll give you an option. So you can either create like a little badger statue, or if you want to add a little bit more like tinkering to it, it could be like a little like box where the top looks like dirt and rubble, and you like flip a switch and this little like badger comes up and then comes back down. Up to you.
I'll do the more tinker intensive box.
Okay. Yeah. So that is what you brings to you.
This is amazing. Cuinn.
Yeah.
Look. Hold on, I'll make it pop.
Holy jeez, that's awesome. You made that, you?
Yeah. There's a little batty in a box.
It's a batty in a box. Batty, come here, batty.
Batty comes over, plopping.
Look. Oh, okay. It's not food, but good girl. Thank you, you.
You're welcome. I'm glad that it brought you some joy.
Hey, are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Some uplifting music starts to play.
All right. Well, that's all.
It's only Flight of the Valkyries.
That's all that I know right now.
It's just Sea of Thieves music.
Amazing. So, what a beautiful moment. If you don't have DM inspiration, you do now.
I do have it. Can I?
You can give it.
Transfer it. Rosie, do you have?
Yeah.
Does anyone not have DM inspiration?
I have.
I've been giving it pretty freely.
I can take 2.
No, you can't take 2. It doesn't stack.
No, but I did say it though. So.
Oh, you got.
And I said no.
I can take 5.
Okay.
Only get 1.
All right, none of you have a DM inspiration anymore. Isn't that crazy? Is that
I didn't say anything.
Can I have
I was muted, so whatever I said wasn't even heard.
Please, Zach, please, pretty please, can I have
I'm
mine
kidding.
back?
No. Yes.
Oh, I took mine off. Oops.
I was kidding. You have DM inspiration. All of you have it.
Okay.
But
Thank
the
you.
criteria is
Thank
going to get
you.
harder. Okay.
Yeah.
You just can't be sweet anymore.
For sure, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. We'll be meaner.
Fuck up.
Yeah,
I'll just give 500 gold to
I
someone.
push
These
it.
people tell me that they're my friends. They say you're friends. Zach.
I guess I'm not sending my son 500.
I walk up
anymore.
to Meg and push her off the boat, and then I stab Batty.
No.
No.
Can I do one more thing?
Of course. You said
I want to go up to Rosie at some point.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So you were teaching me how to knit, and I've been practicing a little bit, but I still don't think that I'm very good. But I made you this. I don't know. It's a big squid. It's not quite a blanket, but I made it, and it's for you. But I'm
Rosie
still not
just,
very
tears
good.
up.
And I know that we've been really busy, but will you help me get better? Can we keep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can practice. We can practice every night. Maybe we should take watches together and we can practice like we were doing earlier.
Okay.
Really productive watch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Really productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I finished Batty's slippers that we were working on.
Oh, can
She's
I see
got
them?
some cute. I've already put them on her. She's got some cute little booties.
You even made holes for the claws.
Well, she's got to be
so
able
good.
to burrow, you know.
Yeah. Like her little pads are protected now.
And she's warm.
Oh, does she love them? Do you love them? And I'll do that to Batty's face.
Does she actually love them, or is she like, why am I wearing socks?
Yeah, she does not like them.
Oh,
Floppy legs.
Yeah,
floppy legs. Oh my gosh, she just tries to stand her up.
She'll get used to them. It'll take time, but she'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes things take time, Batty. But you you don't have to wear them while we're on the boat.
No, just when your toes get cold. Okay.
Aww.
Well, I'll see you at our watch tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Watch tonight.
Yes. That's it. That's me.
All right. Chad.
Cool. While you is doing their tinkering stuff, primarily on Morton's armor, I would just be watching, asking questions, trying to still learn as much about smithing as I can.
Yep.
And then the other thing he would mainly be doing is, besides his adjusted morning workouts that he has to do on the boat now, so he would go up to Rosie.
Oh, I'm so popular today.
Rosie, I was wondering if you had any history books specifically about the king. It's been on my mind a lot, and I just want to know, I know books written about people sometimes aren't the best, but I don't know what kind of guy he is. I never really followed much about what was all happening, but
well, I don't think I have any books. I do have this book that it might be of interest to you for other reasons. And I'll hand him the book that I got called The Legend of Temporal Knights. So if you want to read it, but also I think maybe if I ask the right entity, that I could see if I know anything just from being alive so long about the king.
Roll a history check.
Oh my gosh.
Do you like how I set that up?
Yeah, I did.
You?
A history.
Yes, Angie, that's what I said.
Wow.
Don't yell at me,
Wow.
Dad.
My bad. That might have been my fault.
I don't know why I'm in a mood. I just thought that was funny.
14.
I also don't mean it at all. I'm just
It
being
wasn't
silly.
even. It wasn't even good. It wasn't even worth you getting mad at me.
No, it was good. No, it's good that you are having this conversation because more lore drop. Here we go. So.
Oh no, it's okay.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
I'm ready.
I need to look up something real quick so I remember how to pronounce it.
Tayaroth.
No, I know how to pronounce Tayaroth. I'm looking how to pronounce the king's name.
Yeah.
Water.
Fire.
Bitch.
Earth.
Heart.
Water is rain, you know. So like,
Good
water,
copyright
rain.
save there.
Fire powers combined.
We are Captain Tayaroth.
Heart.
It's morphin' time.
Oh God, we should hang out outside of this because this is just too much.
I think I told Chad. Did you write it down? I can't find where. Oh, here we go. Zion. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Now you said that.
so King Zion. Okay. The kingdom of Tayaroth, not so good. Not the best. They have gotten to power based off of a philosophy of segregation and superiority of the elves. And in so doing have been pretty frivolous with the lives of other humanoids. And it's not been that great. And also specifically the royal family, King Zayn, Queen Lysinda, they in particular are not only okay with it, but they're instigators of it, and they are seen as ruling with an iron fist. And this is a family that has been the leaders of the kingdom of Tayaroth for a long time. I mean, their last name is Tayaroth. Zayn Tayaroth, Lysinda Tayaroth. And the one thing that I will say, though, that you know from being alive for so long and by rolling a 14, is that it was always rumored that King Zion had no backbone and that the queen was really who ruled the kingdom. You've heard from other people who older people who are from there, who've lived there, people that Gilmarie might know, that the king was actually a good man, and was just in a bad, the no backbone thing probably still kind of applies. Wasn't willing to do anything about the badness that was around him. But let's just say Chad being a bastard is not is not surprising to you based on what you've heard about King Zion. It's yeah.
Okay.
No. So that's what you know.
And so all that to say, Chad, I think you really got by with the best parental situation you could probably ask for.
Yeah, and I've told them this, and I know this in my heart, that the king and I guess whoever my mom is, since it's probably not the queen, since I'm not full elf. They're not my parents. I mean, they're not the ones who raised me and taught me to be who I am today. So like, yeah, they're maybe a part of me, but they're not my parents. And I know my parents are good people. So
You're good. You're a good man, Chad.
thanks
Pat,
for
pat.
Pat.
And then I'll just spend a lot of time reading that book that Rosie gave me that I didn't know she had, that I was very surprised that she had and hadn't given to me yet.
Wait, a lot has happened. That was right after I got attacked. And
okay. Yeah, I mean,
but
no,
then
it's
you got attacked too, and we're good.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
read
like
your book.
mad. I was just so surprised, but a good one. And I'll go read.
I will. You and I will talk privately, JMO, about what is in that book.
Dope.
And Flint, do you do anything in particular over these next couple days?
Yes, I do.
Does it involve you smoking a cigar in your urn?
No, actually. That suggestion spell has really gotten to my head.
Of course.
I think this is the first time Flint has ever truly believed that he is capable of being an adventurer, like a competent adventurer. So he's going to try to be the part of an adventurer, which means over the course of these couple days, every morning, strenuous bench press, deadlift workout.
Amazing.
I like to think it's like right across from Chad, who's doing a little bit more of dexterity based, but strictly heavyweight lifting for Flint.
What is Flint lifting?
Flint is lifting.
Fatty.
No, heavy. There's got to be at least 2 heavy barrels.
And that's because.
Oh no, I know what I'm lifting. My timpani.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
60 pounds
I'm
of
bench
timpani.
pressing my
A
timpani.
bodyweight timpani strength workout.
I'll sit on top of the timpani a couple of times if you need it while I read my book.
Thank you. And then every night, right before I go to sleep, religiously, I just go into the bathroom and just quickly discharge a few charges on my staff.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so that's
Why do you know?
So
Why
that's
do you
3
say
for
discharge?
3 nights.
Yes, that's 9.
Yeah, so that's 9. So you've aged another 9 years. You're 169 years old.
Nice.
At this point, it is, especially 3 within 3 days. It is very noticeable what Flint is doing. He is a dwarf, so it's like it looks like the human equivalent of like a year or 2 at this point. But a human aging a year or 2 is like a noticeable. So. So yeah.
Have you ever seen that picture of J.K. Simmons who's like jacked and he's like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're going for.
That's what I'm going for.
Oh, amazing.
Look,
So yeah,
you've been taking your staff into the bathroom a lot.
yeah. Why are you doing that? Why do you want to be so old?
You're looking at now. You
You really think that you're hiding that from us? You walk into the bathroom, we hear.
Look, just because the magical activation word is a loud grunt doesn't mean that.
No, see, that's the thing. We would expect it to be more of like along that line, but it's not that. That's why it's not that.
I'm not doing anything weird with the staff. I'm just having these meals on this roller boat are just not sitting well with me.
Maybe we need to get you underground.
Insight
You're
check.
not looking so good.
Yeah, maybe
I would die to be.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check, Chad.
I mean, I also have a passive insight of 18 if you.
You have a passive
Ups away.
insight of 18.
Can I inspire Flint?
Flint, roll a deception check.
Can I inspire him?
Yeah, sure. How do you inspire him? Though?
I would like you to keep doing this addictive, terrible behavior. I'm gonna inspire you and do it.
You got this.
I just trying to like play into his lie, like that he's not actually aging. He's just like sick.
Sure. Roll a d6.
Okay.
D8.
D8.
D8, damn.
Oh,
19.
So that's 19. What did you get,
Ooh.
Chad?
I got a 23.
Wait, can I use my DM inspiration to re-roll my
Oh my
deception check?
fucking
Yes,
God.
you can. You can keep the 8 too.
Oh my goodness.
Yes!
Yeah, I mean, he must be eating something that's a little weird. Flint
I
seems
just like
very-
stop
at
and I
first,
think
all
about
of you
everything he's
really-
eaten. Have I eaten it too? Do
At
I
first,
feel
all of you
okay?
are like immediately, oh, he's using charges on his staff. God damn it! Like, why is he doing that? And then after he says that, you're like, oh, maybe he's not actually. Maybe he's not actually doing that. I'm sorry. I assumed that's what was happening. I didn't mean to say that you look older. That's not
No,
what
I
to
mean,
say.
obviously I look better. I've been working. You notice I've been working out, so obviously that's kind of translated into a little bit more taut of a face.
I told
You know,
you.
your muscles, yes, but your
No, you said he
what?
looked sick.
yeah,
Don't try and cover that. Don't
well, I
gaslight us. You
I mean,
said
I
he
did-
looked sick. I point at Cuinn, by the way, when I say that. You said he needed to go underground because he looked sick. Don't
Yeah.
gaslight
No, he
us.
doesn't look right. I'm not saying he looks right.
No, I look fine. I look absolutely fine.
No, you look.
Yeah.
The gray is doing it. The gray is
Thank
doing
you.
it.
Clint, is
We
there a
were-
reason
we're
you
just
don't trust
concerned.
us?
I trust you all implicitly and
Okay.
You just
Well,
look
then-
older, so we're assuming it's the wand. If you
Nah.
got a stomach ache, that's one thing. But
I'm
like,
just kind of settling into my kind of middle-aged
Alright.
silver.
Yeah.
What are your
face.
macros? What are your
were
macros
you
when
dyeing
you're
your
working
hair
out? Is that
before?
it?
So that could be another thing.
No, no, this
You
is
don't
all
have to hide.
natural. This is all natural. This is silver hair right on top of my bright red beard and hair that I have.
Right, yeah,
canonically.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
well,
you.
Just be careful about what you're eating. Don't overextend yourself. We would like you to be around with us,
Look,
for a while.
My diet is fine. I'm eating mostly bugs.
Maybe that's the problem. Well, no, you used to.
Maybe
Oh.
fruits. Maybe fruits and veggies too. That would be good.
Are you drinking enough water?
I don't need to drink water. I'm a dwarf.
That's not
That's
true.
not true.
Oh, you still
It's
need
not
that
true.
water.
No,
Pretty sure.
I've never admitted this to anyone, but never had a drop of water in my life.
I can tell.
I hold out my canteen and go, just have a sip.
I take a sip and all my wrinkles disappear.
That's what it was.
Ah,
Oh
Thirsty.
God!
there we go.
Let me make sure it's not magic water. I take a sip. No,
Yeah,
that's
same.
the
Yeah.
water.
Mhm. Wow.
Well, you can keep.
his wrinkles do not disappear.
Oh,
I get to declare that as the player. And then
yeah.
after that, I'd also at some point would like to walk up to you, like everyone
Okay.
else is doing.
Yeah, Mr. Poppins.
Rosie and you.
The
Hot
Pantale,
fuzz.
yeah,
He's
the
busy
All
as
right.
one smithing the whole time.
Yeah.
You's like, I'm just trying to working on it.
Hey, I sit down.
You picked. We built this on a roller boat in a cave.
Hey, I understand that reference.
with a box of bugs.
That's Laszlo's origin story.
Yeah.
I just sit right down next to you and put my hand on your shoulder. Hey, you. How you feeling?
Why does everybody keep asking me this?
Okay, we don't have to talk about it. I was
No,
weird
no, no,
asking you in the first
It's,
place.
I mean, it's fine. I
Okay.
just
Yep. No.
I
I'm
feel
bad
like
at-
there's something that I should be introspecting from.
No. I'm just bad at emotions. I thought I'd say it. Please, let's move on, dear God. Sorry. Anyway, you look. I've been noticing your smithing work. It's truly incredible work. Have you ever thought about going to Gore Hold to the forge up there? It's the biggest in all of Tayaroth. I got an in if you want.
I mean, I knew that it was big. I didn't know it was the biggest in the world. That's really
It's
cool.
the biggest in the entire world. Us dwarves don't go half measure. Well, I mean,
Unless you're measuring against like the height of elves. I can make that joke because I'm short too.
yeah. I like to think that there's a class of like kind of short and tall races, and dwarves kind of at the bottom end of the tall races.
Oh, I thought you were at like the top of the bottom.
Actually, that sounds better in some ways. Anyway, I didn't want to talk about it. What I'm really here to say is, I just bought this armor, and it's really great armor, but no pressure or anything. But I'd like to pay you. But I noticed you did some stuff with Morrison's armor, and if you want to take a look at it, I would be forever grateful. It's kind of me as a dwarf. It's like maybe I should do it myself, but I'm not good at it, and you are.
Yeah, I've noticed it's really squeaky. I don't know if I can. I mean,
Yeah.
like at the very least, I can like.
Oiled.
Yeah, this isn't the
joints.
wagon you guys are hearing. This is during this.
Pacing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Is there something specific you're trying to get out of it, or?
No, not really. I just wanted to look like cool. Like kind of maybe put some like rock aesthetic on it, maybe.
Oh.
Will that be cool? Actually, what's cool now with the kids? Is that cool or is that lame? Like parent stuff.
I'm not sure I'm the right kid to ask if
Oh.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
I mostly hung out with my shop teacher. You know.
Oh yeah. What was his name again? Forget about that guy. We used to go way back.
Right. Yeah.
But now that I'm adventuring,
It's weird that neither of us can remember.
I have no idea what that guy's name was, but we were good friends. Yeah, I was best man at his wedding. Yeah. Anyway, I all I'm saying is that if we go to Gorehold, I would be honored to give you an in with the forge, because I think you not only deserve it, but frankly, even though you're not a dwarf, which is kind of a negative in your book, I hate to say that, but it kind of just is, you're the next best thing.
Appreciate that.
And then maybe you can meet my son. I think you guys would get along. All right.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Actually,
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Shale.
Shale. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Flint, Shale. This is easy to remember. Sorry.
Yeah. It's all kind of rock
We just
stuff.
had a lot going on.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Kinda
absolutely.
rough,
Yeah, I can see what I can do. I don't know if I can get it in right now, but like
Oh yeah, no
maybe
problem.
soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
keep it on just in case we run into any more worms.
Yeah. I can't believe that I did that. That was.
Yeah, absolutely. And I stick my hand out to shake your hand
I shake it.
and make like
eagerly.
direct eye contact.
All right, all right,
And
both
I
of you
try and
make
grab Flint's
ahead.
hand as hard as I can.
both of you make athletics check.
Break his fingers.
Oh no! I got a 10.
Is it 18?
You gives you a firmer handshake than Brick Yulsor gave you.
My eyes go wide. I take like a step back. I bow.
I love it. Amazing.
Yeah. It's. Thank you. It's. And it's okay to cry. I leave.
It is okay. It is okay to cry.
Amazing.
Yep. That's all I do.
All right.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you. All right, Cuinn, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna check in with you. How you doing, buddy? I know.
How you feeling?
I'll spend some time studying that deck of illusions that I got, just looking at it.
Okay.
And then I'll spend some other time just writing a song called "The Worm Whisperer" about Flint.
Okay, amazing. Roll a performance check for me.
Okay. 15.
15. Okay, you could work on it more if you want to, more over this trip. But you definitely have a solid beginning melody.
Sweet. I got the hook.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Rosie, last but not least.
Okay, I would like to have 3 conversations, but they will the two following the first one depend on how the first one goes.
Okay, let's do it.
So one night, I
A while
would
ago.
like
How long
to
was that ago?
cast
Once upon a time.
in a galaxy far away. I would like to probably like maybe the first or second night.
Okay.
Cast Sending to Gilmarie.
Okay.
And I will say this.
Okay.
Hello, sweetheart. We are on the road to Sildira. All is well. How would you feel about maybe just potentially maybe another kid?
Hi. Good to hear from you. You must be doing well. There was a moment when I thought I lost you. So, of course. Who?
We don't have to role play it, but for that, like in that conversation, I would just use my second sending.
Yeah.
To tell her about Tommy and the very probably unserious but very serious offer that Wolf made me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then, so that went well.
Okay.
Then my second conversation would be the following day.
Mm-hmm.
So like day 3 or something.
Yeah.
Hey you, how you doing?
Oh, okay. All right.
You
just
said
self-discovery on this show. Okay,
tinkering away.
Well, actually, I mean, I gotta be honest. I've never wanted a dad before, but like, I think I've found one kind of.
Oh, who?
Flint, just like he means a lot to me, and I don't know.
Oh. Hey, yeah. All right.
I mean, he's just trying. He's I don't know. Yeah. I think he misses his kid, and he's spend some time with me, and I don't know. I feel like he's proud of me, and that feels really good. And I know you're proud of me too, but like.
Yeah. Well, do you need more support from me? Am I?
No, you're not doing anything.
Because you could tell me if you needed more support. I'm trying to give you your space. I want you to flourish. But if you need more support, I will give it to you.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think you are. I don't change anything.
Nothing. Don't change anything?
Nothing.
Not even one
thing?
thing?
Do what you want to do, is what I mean.
Okay, I'm just getting a lot of mixed signals. Don't change anything, but do what I want to do. Change is inevitable with life.
Well, yeah. I mean, like that. I guess that's fine. Yeah. Do what you want to do. I think you should do what makes you happy.
Okay. Even if that means that we might change something.
I mean, I guess.
How would you feel about a little brother?
You know, I think if you would have asked me that 5 minutes ago, I think I would have had a different answer. But
whoa, your maturity is fast and far-reaching.
I shook a really good hand today. I feel like I'm grown up.
That's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. And I'll hug them. Probably crying a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's not for sure. It's not set in stone. I have to have a third conversation.
We're talking about Tommy, right?
Yeah.
I think he's into it.
Yeah, he'll be a tough shell to crack, but you know, when Brewster first came to us, he was a little sheltered as well in some ways. So.
Oh, I did just realize I'm gonna have to emotionally invest in keeping another person in my life safe.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Which is why I have to have this third conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, but this is good. We want to protect people we love.
We do. And everybody deserves a home that makes them feel warm and loved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, you. And also, I did a little tiny bit of reading on Torm.
Oh.
And I think this is good for you.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know everything yet, but this seems good.
Yeah.
And I know it's not what you taught me, but I think like everything's changed. So
change is inevitable.
It's true. Learning that every day.
Look at us. Little adventure family. Okay, can do your tinkering.
Yeah. If you talk to Mama G, say I say hi, I say I love you.
I will do it.
Okay, thanks.
Amazing. What a lovely moment. Tink, tink, tink away. And then what is your third conversation?
So my third conversation is...
It's gotta be either Tommy or both.
Well, you would think that. But I want to find Maewyn and Cuinn.
Okay.
I thought that might be what was happening.
And I want to just ask, oh, beautiful. Cuinn, it's
Thank you,
really...
and we are out. How can I...
Fabulous. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today in your very busy schedule. Okay, is Wolf good? Good guy?
As far as we know.
Is anybody? I mean, I think so.
He's definitely better than our parents.
Okay. Is he he made a comment about, adopting Tommy. And I'm taking it pretty seriously, and I just wanted to see if, where Tommy is living and where this what Wolf is providing, is it good enough?
I mean, he's a good guy, but that doesn't mean he's a good dad. He does not seem like he would. I mean, not that he's like mean. That just doesn't seem like a good place for a kid to be growing up.
I think that is what that house is for, It's kind of a transitional house. It's usually not meant to be a permanent thing. So if you can give him a true home, I think it'd be great.
Would that make you our aunt?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I don't.
Tommy's not related to you at all.
I know.
Okay.
I could be your aunt if you want. I could be your mom if you want. Well, no, wait, hang on a minute. No, I would have to ask.
Yeah,
I'd have to have more conversations.
Unfortunately, we have a mom.
Yeah.
Well, if ever you don't... Never mind.
Don't.
I'm getting in over my head.
We know.
I'm getting in over my head. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to... Anyway. Okay,
I
love
will
you,
say,
bye.
Tommy is kind of like a little Cuinn, so just be prepared what you're getting into.
Yeah, well...
Maybe we should make him a saxophone.
All right, yeah.
We'll see where his skill sets are.
Yeah.
I have that timpani. Maybe we can see if he plays that timpani. Don't tell Flint. Don't tell Flint. Don't tell Flint.
We won't.
Apparently Flint is used dad now or something.
What?
What?
They shook hands. It was a deal.
Oh, wow.
Well, then I have a lot of dads if that's how dads work.
Oh.
I just mean I've shaken a lot of hands. Like, haven't you?
Well, how many hands have you shaken, man?
Well, I've hugged a lot of people. What does that make them
A few?
to me then? If it's hugs.
You're probably married.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Gil Marie's gonna be so mad. I have to go send a sending. Okay, bye.
No, wait.
And I scuttle away.
All right. Do you send any more sendings?
Nope.
You don't contact Wolf for Tommy?
Nope. I gotta meditate on all this information.
Of course.
Gotta talk to Dune, probably, see if it's in my cards. I'm kind of old.
So, the next few days continue to travel uneventfully as you all have been getting to know one another and talking with one another. and eventually you find yourselves in the distance as you can start to as you start to go through the rolling plains, you realize that the grass is getting more and more sparse. The dirt is getting more loose. It's starting to get pretty warm towards the end of these 4 days, until eventually you're right at pretty much the edge of like a desert. Sand and what are those things called that are like rock
Rocks.
Formations?
Cliffs.
Rocks.
No.
Big rocks.
Dunes.
No.
Those
Medium-sized
are
rocks.
Hodos?
What?
Hodos?
That might be it. It's they look like giant
Hodos.
stalagmites.
Yeah, they're called big rocks. Sticking out of
The ones
roof.
that are like up on top of.
Yeah, like in the wild, like in the like west,
Big-ass clam.
like in like Arizona and stuff. They
We used to
all,
ride
like,
those babies for miles.
Oh,
No,
you're talking about big rocks.
I
Yeah.
am so upset. Actually, you know what? Because I'm so mad at you, I'm going to look this up real quick.
Purple worms.
I know what
Just
it is.
Google big rocks and I bet it'll come
No,
up.
it's not. Big.
I think if you Google DM big rocks, I think that's a solution to this problem for you.
Yeah, no.
Hoodoos.
Don't tell our audience to look up something
They're
they shouldn't be
hoodoos.
looking up.
Yeah, I said hodos, but I meant hoodoo.
Hoodoo.
Hodor.
Hoodoo.
No, hold on. Listen,
Spoilers.
just
That's what Wikipedia is saying to me right now.
listen. I might
Hoodoos
not be
are
talking
like
about
the rocks
though.
that are balanced on like small like columns.
I don't think that's what I'm talking
But
about.
it is a
you,
big rock.
Wait, is this not in here? What are you?
I think a gnome paladin.
What are those?
Oh, I see right here. It says
These are my
big
Crocs.
rocks.
I hate you. Oh my god, I hate you. I'm actually okay. Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm
These
mad.
are my rocks.
I'm upset now.
J-Ro, you
dragon
posted
is
those
upset.
in the remains chat.
Why is that up on my?
I have no idea, but both
Seems
of
like
those.
maybe you want to be in the remains.
Oh, I did. You're right.
I really
They're-
got to stop spending so
You
much time doing
jealous?
this, but I wanted to find out so bad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what.
Hey guys, look, there's some big rocks over there.
And no, I don't think they're called the Hodos. I don't think that's
Now
what
that
it
we've
is.
said it, it's canonically true. They're big rocks.
But
Here-
look at the picture.
Here's a little game.
What is it
you at
called?
home
How do you
can,
spell
play.
it?
HOODOO.
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 I think you're thinking of like what like the monuments of the gods are like.
I
Oh,
think I'm
yeah.
looking. I
Valley,
think
like-
I'm.
Talk about Mount
The
Rushmore.
Garden of the
Are you
Gods.
thinking of buttes?
You talking
I
about
think
the
I'm looking at these.
Are you thinking of butts?
big rocks?
Which are also known as.
They call it
Mesas. Mesas. That's what I'm looking at.
Did anybody have
Mesas.
mesas on their
No.
bingo card? Did
I had
anyone have
butts.
Oh my
mesas?
God.
Butts and hoodoos.
Mesas are
What's the
just big
hoodoos?
rocks.
Yeah, that's
No,
a big
because I
rock.
knew they weren't rocks. I was trying to say anyway. All right.
Big
Oh,
rock
is it like
reference,
the
big
Lion King?
Okay, cut that.
Did we went up a couple levels since then, right?
That's an Always Sunny podcast reference, by the way.
I
Shout out
mean,
to you.
it didn't take magic, but Flint has aged considerably.
That's true. Okay, so you all see these desert sands and these mesas and hoodoos, arguably yes, hoodoos. As you approach
But
the city of Sildira.
Ooh.
Damn.
The city of Sildira is some of you know this just from being in the world of Tayaroth. Vox also would have told you that the city of Sildira is very bohemian.
Nice.
It is very like there's not a lot. It's like simultaneously crime ridden and yet also like not a super dangerous place. It's like a very like lovey, like, you know what I'm saying?
they steal they steal money.
It's
from
like
people.
Greece.
A
They're
lot
not
of
murdering
thievery,
people.
not a lot of murdery.
Ancient
You know?
Greece.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna leave this place.
And it is ran by a king, an orcish king, and his name is
Orcish King.
His name is Orcish King.
Big Rock.
Big rock. Oh,
King of Big
dang
Rock.
it. Dang it.
Guys, can you not say
Yes.
the big rock thing anymore?
They're big fucking clans.
King
Big fucking
Ulfank.
clan.
Ulfanks. Or Ulfunks, I think. ULLPHANX.
Say that
Translate.
one more time.
It's Orcish for big rock.
Hey.
Oh.
It's
Morrison's
not
on
funny
it
anymore,
now.
Zach.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
you,
not
you
funny.
took it too far. You took it too far.
Thank you for my players, GM for that score.
I gotta go, guys.
Really spell
So
his name
you,
one more time?
there is no ULLPHANX, and I'm never doing it again.
Great, I got
it. You notice that this city does not have some huge wall around it. There is actually no real, like, there are like towers that are set across certain locations along the walls. There's so many cats in the background of the Zoom. There's one cat, two cat, three cats. You see that it's like fortified, but they're not, it doesn't look like, you know, they're really expecting a lot from outside invaders here at this place. It is multicolored and vibrant and lively. And as you approach, eventually Richie unfurls the sails or tightens them up, and the rollerboat comes to a pretty smooth stop at the edge of the city. Oh, right, well, I did it.
Wow.
The rollerboat works. And he goes around requesting a high five from every single one of you.
I give him a high five.
Fives all around.
But like try to give him a handshake because I don't know what a high five is.
He just like, he grabs, it's like that classic like white guy, like you just like grab and shake each other's hand.
Well, I would rate it 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, it got hit by that worm, but nothing broke. It got us here.
It's still,
That was impressive.
It's
This is the
amazing.
furthest you've ever been on it? Furthest trip you've ever made?
Yeah, this is the one. This is it.
Great.
Up and make it back?
And
Hey,
you're going,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate it.
Are you
So,
going to be safe?
Oh, am I not
he's
waiting
taking,
for you?
He's taking us back.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss
Right.
that?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
That's
assuming
really
if
good.
speed's the need, then you're gonna need maid.
It's true.
That's-
Yep.
We can work on that.
I would
Yeah.
like some mead. Can we find mead here?
There's lots of bars that you can find in this place, that's for sure. Yeah, loves, that's true. If there's one thing that this location is known for, it's the libations.
What about jazz?
Jazz. No, not a lot of jazz here. Not a lot
Not
of
yet.
Change that. We'll change that.
With a quick look, do I immediately see any T-Rot soldiers or anything like
yeah,
that?
roll a perception check.
Don't know if I need to be disguised right now. Well, that was almost great. It's a 9. Nope, that's an
9.
8. It's an 8.
You do not see any Tarachian soldiers. You
Okay.
do see a group of like soldiers that, like, not a group, but like every once in a while you'll see a pair of soldiers that are walking around that are dressed in this like tan beige armor, sometimes with hoods up, that carry around spears that seem to be kind of like the guard of this place. But that's pretty much what you notice. You don't really, you also notice that this is the most diverse city you've ever been a part of. There's like a few Dragonborn just walking around, which is something that's a little bit like, there's a lot of Tabaxi walking around.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a very diverse city around
Cool.
here.
Then he doesn't disguise himself. Hopefully
yeah.
that's okay.
We'll see.
I mean,
As
when in
you
doubt,
all-
disguise yourself.
No, you can't. I've got my hood back.
Well, I would ask for it, but he doesn't if he doesn't see a threat.
As you all make your way kind of like to the edge of the city, Vox says, all right, well, so loves, I need to go speak with Drig and try to find him, and I can have the two of us meet you over at the Mirage, if that sounds like a good place.
Ooh.
Will we be able to find it, or is it just?
Oh yeah, trust me, you'll be able to find the Mirage.
What is the Mirage?
The Mirage is a tavern / brothel that is run by a good friend of mine here. So I think that she'll be able to help you out for sure.
Okay.
And so
you okay with that, Rosie?
Oh boy.
Just
we
tell
don't
that
have
Vox
to
sent you.
partake, Rosie. We can just.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
not.
I will
No,
not
it's
be.
just- yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
no
that's-
judgment.
and
If
that's
you
your
do, it's
choice.
just-
Married woman.
And that's
yeah,
your
yeah.
choice.
Outside of the church, I'd say that's the most place you'll hear the people shouting about
Nope.
doing there.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
Stopping right there.
I look over at Cuinn and go, "Hell!"
Yeah, no, leave you hanging.
You have to go send a
you're a
sending
fuck.
message.
So the one thing is, I was wondering if I can borrow young Pintwe. I think that having them to talk to Drig with me would be nice. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, of course we talked about that.
Wonderful. Is that all right with everybody else?
Be careful.
Do you need
So we'll just,
anyone else, like, just to make sure?
I just don't really want to overwhelm them.
Are you a bad guy?
Oh, that makes sense.
Am I a bad guy?
Yeah. I just
Me?
want to hear
You have to
say
tell
it.
us if you are.
I want to hear you
I
say
don't
it.
think that I'm a bad guy. I think that I'm willing to do things for the people I care about, things that other people might not find great. But
Would
I
you
think
be willing
overall-
to kill
It's weirdly sexy coming out of your face.
hey, stop it. What?
I was just gonna give you a quick
Hey,
morality
stop it.
check. You know,
Give me one.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to kill an animal if it was the right thing to be done?
Yeah, of course.
That mean you're good or bad?
I don't know. You
I
tell
mean,
me, love.
Listen,
Listen, I'm a straight
me?
shooter. If you ask me if I'm going to do something or if I'm trying to do something, I'll usually be honest with you.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure you're not trying to pull a fast one on us and take you with you. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well,
trying
you-
to get you to come with me so that they can talk to my brother, so that my brother can get us to where we need to go.
I'm gonna make it.
And you'll do whatever you need to do to make sure you
on
get
Vox.
back here safely.
Will I do whatever I need to do to make sure you get back here safely?
Yeah.
Everything within my power.
Great. I mean, insight check, but
Sure, well, that's it. Yeah.
Morton thinks Fox is too hot to be incited.
Oh, hot damn! That's a 26.
26. With a 26, you don't notice any malicious intent from Vox. He seems to care for you and to care for this group. He also seems very scared. You are seeing through a crack in his demeanor, and he's unnerved being in this place.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. The Mirage is a little bit eastward, but it'll be easy to find. I promise you.
Safe.
And
Unless it's an illusion.
and Vox and
That
you
was actually pretty good, Morton.
head a little bit
you.
further.
Thank you.
They head north while you guys. What do you do? You're in the city of Sildira. People are moving to and fro. You see occasionally the group of soldiers that I pointed out. Chad, roll a history check for me.
Ooh. I don't
And
think
just
I'm
so-
good at
person who's-
these.
Being the person who's the nearest of Sildira.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Hey!
Yeah.
With
So
a nat
just a
20
21.
You've heard of these people before. I would even say probably like it would make sense canonically for you to have maybe fought one of these guys in your time in the temple or the tournaments. But this is one of the what are they called now? I thought I put the king's name. Oh, it's in the different other. Okay, here we go. The Sand Soldiers. That was hard to remember. So this is one of the Sand Soldiers they are like the main guard of the city of Sildira.
Okay.
I would say with a history check of a nat 20, you don't know what it means, and you don't know like what their deal is, but you see a group of people who are looking kind of towards you guys, who some of them have this symbol of like a black sunset. It's like a very simple minimalist symbol of like a sunset, but like in black. And it's like the sunset is behind like a wavy sand dune, so it's like you can tell it's like desert in that way. You remember fighting a guy who carried this symbol on him, and the organization was called the Desert Sun. But you don't know like what their deal is. But with the nat 20,
Right.
you recognize the symbol and you recognize the name.
And with the guard, are they like, you know, since this is like a riffraffy town, are they like a little bit more lazy, for lack of a better word?
Oh, for
or are
sure.
they like
seem real chill.
Okay,
no, they
great.
seem real chill. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking like it looks like so the Sildira, the vibes that Sildira has given you is like, just don't, if you're gonna murder someone, do it in the alleyway, not in the middle of the
Gotcha.
street.
And
My kind of place.
and can I insight the people that are looking at us of like, are they just
sure,
like
with the nat 20,
curious?
yeah,
or...
I'll allow you to insight check them.
Hello.
I'll allow it. Hell yeah, that's another 26.
With a 26, you've seen this look before. These guys are they're casing you.
Okay. Then I'll kind of like gather the group closer and be like, hey, not the best town that we're in. Keep your coin purse close and maybe move everything to the front of your person.
Always
Because
do.
you can, there's a lot of pickpockets, a lot of
My coin purse is a duffel bag.
great, just on the front, you know, and
You don't say that
put it
out
on
loud,
backwards.
Flint.
No, everything's fine.
yeah, just be on extra alert while we're here of just that kind of stuff, you know.
Can I disguise self to just look like unassuming in a sand colored cloak?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I put up my hood and just changed my appearance to like a combination of the first three people that I saw walk by me.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I like their eyes. I'll take their, and great. And then my clothes.
I walk through the streets like RoboCop with my armor.
Amazing.
Shiny.
I want to disguise self to look exactly how Cuinn disguises himself.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Easily done.
All right, so just to the Mirage, or do we want to try to, again, I wouldn't do much just like exploring, especially alone in a kind of place like this, but
Stick together.
yeah, just
We can do
maybe
that.
head to the
Safety in numbers.
Mirage.
I'll change
Probably
my
just
appearance.
thieves. Thieves are usually pretty good people.
I'll change my appearance every like corner. I think is what I'm gonna go for, just to make sure that you know.
That's not gonna be noticeable.
Well, no, I mean, like, I'm not gonna do like, and now, no, it's gonna be smooth.
A clown.
Come on. You know.
Whoops.
Yeah, well, hell
I mean, the only thing we have to do here is meet up with them. So I don't know if we should just head to the Mirage and get some drinks.
It's a good idea.
Play some music.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll stay at the back of the pack and just keep an eye out for those.
Yeah.
People. In
Maybe
the
if we
corner.
happen to pass it, just like replenish some supplies, just to be ready
Some
to
rations.
mad dash out of here if it comes to that.
Good idea.
But-
Yes. Certainly.
I can't wait to see these famous libations. I've never once been drunk. My tolerance is too high.
Is
I'd
that
like to
true?
challenge
Sure.
that one night.
Try me.
We probably shouldn't challenge it here if it's as.
So as all of you are
Say.
heading to the Mirage, we will cut back to Vox and you. Vox, sorry, Rosie, yeah?
I just had a question just to make sure that I keep us on track as Rosie. We're in Sildira for an artifact, right? Like one of the scepter pieces.
The sword.
You're in Sildira for two things.
Yeah.
You're in Sildira for the blade. What did I call? Hold on.
A good
Lightning?
time.
Something like that.
No, that's
No,
Iron
that's
Lightning.
Rod.
Edmund has that.
The
This isn't a
blade
vacation.
is Brinax, the Dark
Guvar.
Knight.
No, yeah.
Guvar.
So Guvar is the blade's name, and it was buried with Brenax the Dark Knight, who is buried underneath the city of Sildira, is all you know about it. And the reason why you're here for Drig is because Drig, one, might know where that is, but also definitely knows where the Temple of the Gods is. And that's where he and his excavation team was attacked, and that's where there's more information about the prophecies and the centering. And specifically, there's something that you should be able to find in the temple, according to what was written, that would help a seer.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I refreshed all of that in my head since we are here. Okay.
No problem.
Carry on.
Of course. Okay, so Vox and you are heading through the streets. Vox, as you guys are walking, is like pretty nervous. He seems like a little bit on edge. And you eventually get to kind of a little hovel, like a little like two-story pueblo that he goes up the stairs of and knocks on the door, and you hear a bunch of like rummaging around and like crashing of sounds inside. And you're and you hear Vox say, Drig, brother, it's me, love. Vox, can you come answer the door, please? I don't want to. I don't know who you are, so no. Vox kind of says, you do know who I am, brother. I am your brother, big brother, Vox. It's me. Vox? Vox. Vox like a fox, quick like a fox, fox. And you kind of hear him just like rambling as this, like, you hear and all these like locks come off the door as Drake Hardscales appears to you. He is a blue dragonborn man in kind of like noble clothes with these spectacles over his eyes. He looks completely disheveled. And immediately you catch a stench off this man of a lack of hygiene. And he opens the door and he looks at Vox and he says, nope, I don't know who you are. Nope. And you are short and not a dragonborn, so you're not my brother. And he shuts the door. And Vox like puts a foot in. Drake, please just let us come in. I have some tea for you. Oh, tea. Tea time. Time for the tea. Tick-tock goes the clock for the tea time. Okay, yes. And he like kind of like lets you in and shuts the door. And Vox, as like Drig is just kind of like immediately starting to go to like just piles of things in his room and is like looking around at him. Vox looks at you and he's like, I think you can already see what I was talking about.
Yeah, I look at him just like a reassuring nod of like, I'm gonna let him kind of do the talking.
Listen, I know that you've just met me, and there's, once you've talked to him for a while, if you feel like there's anything you can do, just let me know. If there's anything, you'll know what I mean. And he kind of turns and goes to talk to Drake some more. He starts making the water. Drig immediately is like, who are you? What are you doing? And why are you touching my kettle? Don't touch my kettle. That's where I put the water. The water goes in the kettle, and the kettle goes for the water. You make it hot in the tea time. Tick-tock goes the clock for the tea time. And Vox says, yes, that's right, tea time. And Drig goes, okay, tea time for the tick-tock. I'm the dragon. You're not a dragonborn. Who are you? I don't know you. You're small and tiny.
Hi. Drig's your name, right?
You're not high, you're low. Very low born. Low born. Are you poor? Poor little boy. Poor little boy. Tick-tock goes the clock. Tea time. Tea time? And he looks over at Vox, and Vox goes, nope, still, I'm warming it up. And he like leans down and starts like turning on the fire. Drig looks back over at you. poor boy. Poor. Who are you?
My name is you, Pintwe.
You and I am you. You are me. You and I. I am you. I am you. I am you.
No, you are Drig.
Drig.
You remember?
Drig drug the dragon. Drag the dragon. Drag the dragonborn. Drag him out of the temple. Out of the temple. He must be dragged. He's hurt. Take him away. Take him away. He's hurt. They're all hurt. They're dead. And if they're not dead, they're gone. They're long gone, my friend. Long gone. Tick-tock goes clock for the tea time. And Vox. Whoa, hey. Vox walks over, and after the tea has been made, and he puts it down, and he says, Drig, this is you, Pintwe. They're a good friend of mine, and they need us to take them and their friends to the temple. Oh, no, can't go to the temple. Drug out to the temple, drug the dragon. Dragonborn taken out, hurt. All hurt or dead. All hurt or dead. Too dangerous for the danger dragon. And Fox kind of nods his head. I know it's dangerous, my love, but you see, there's something there that can really help them. The stuff that you found already has helped them immensely, and we think that more can be found, and this time they can protect you. Can protect the dead. Can protect the dead. The Dragonborn's dead. Already dead. You're dead. I'm dead. She's going to kill us. Fox kind of like...
I like accent, like with the mention of she.
He kind of looks at you like... Roll an insight check.
12.
When he looks at you and says, like, I don't know who she is, he knows who she is.
I just pin that for
later. Yeah. Okay. Drig, no one's going to harm you, and this is going to be a very good journey for you. I feel like it might actually be able to help you out. As a matter of fact, and Vox kind of looks over at you. Do you have any idea? His mind has been like this ever since. Do you know of anything that...
Do you think it would be all right if I did some prayers, maybe cast a spell, see if I can? I think I can keep him. I don't want to upset him.
I think I can keep him distracted if that's something. If you feel like you could have something you could try.
Yeah. The first thing that I'd want to do is to cast detect magic to see if there's a curse on him at all.
You cast detect magic. First of all, his spectacles are magical. It looks like they are a transmutation magic. You look in his eyes as he's kind of looking at you somewhat blankly. He's making direct eye contact with you, Drig is, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on there. And in his eyes, you see that something is magically affecting this person's brain.
Yeah. The next thing that I'd want to do, because I think it's kind of the only thing that I could do by myself, would be to cast a Lesser Restoration.
Lesser Restorations? Shut up.
Yeah.
So you step forward, and You gently. What do you do? Where do you touch, Drake?
Come
on.
Approach and just like very like hands.
Yeah.
Hi, Drake. Do you mind if I put my hands on you?
Tiny hands in my big hands. I have bigger hands. Tiny hands.
Yeah, your hands are so much bigger than that.
And you, as you put your hand on his, and you start to cast this spell, very similarly, as you look down at your hands on top of his, your right hand is in a white metal gauntlet. As you are casting this spell, you see Drig kind of look at you, and his stare goes from completely blank to knowing to fear. As he kind of pulls back. And I will say, roll your spell modifier plus proficiency bonus.
Spell mod plus what?
Proficiency bonus, like a spell attack.
Yeah. Uh, 19.
19. He kind of looks at you and he immediately says, like, what, who are you? Vox? What's going on? With a 19, you reached inside of Drake's psyche when you cast this spell, and you felt this net of darkness that is over his brain. And you could feel yourself pulling at this net.
Mm.
And when you cast Restoration, you feel a rip is made. And you see this clarity coming from Drig. But with a 19, you know your spells well enough to know it didn't take purchase as much as you want it to. Which, once again, with a 19, the way that kind of translates is you don't know how long this is going to last.
Right.
You have given him clarity of mind for this moment, but you don't know for how long. And in that moment, we're going to cut back to the rest of the group. As you all are traveling, Morton, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're like walking with the rest of the group, and you said you were kind of staying in the back, so you've kind of had your eye on everybody.
Yep.
And as you're walking, you just like put your hand in your pockets, and there's a piece of parchment in your right pocket.
Yikes. Don't like that. Yeah, I pull it out very casually and unfurl it and see if it says anything on it.
It does. And kind of like, I don't know, if lettering could be maniacal or like aggressive, the font of this...
It's just a magazine.
The font of this lettering is a little aggressive. And it says,
windings.
Janorans are not welcome here. We are watching.
Oh,
and that is where we are going to stop this week's episode of Charmed Persons.
For once, it's not the Silver Steps.
Warmongers did something here. Fuck.
Yikes.
Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. No more sessions this week. Which is crazy.
I'm going through a withdrawal.
But we have a lot of content for you to watch on YouTube, get caught up with on Spotify. And then next week at 2 p.m. Central, we are going to have another session here in Tayaroth. I don't think we're going to have JMO for that session, but we will have everyone else. So that'll be great. And then it's Christmas and no session. So we have one more session before the end of the year, so make sure you tune in, and stay tuned at Charm Persons on all social media, to stay up to date on all that we do. Like I said, you can catch up with us on YouTube, on Spotify, and I think that's it. So thank you to my players, the best players the GM can ask for, and as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.